Man, if I could find me an older woman, shit, I'd be good. Only reason why I say an older woman is because, bro, certain things about life they already like. As we get older, we begin to appreciate. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And then we should be appreciating it when we young, but it's just like when we get older, we like, I need this. I can't even play with it no more. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do right by it. So for me, I'm starting to notice like a lot of people trying to go 10 years younger than, or their mentality is at least 10 years younger than what they are. So even though Shawty about 30 with me, she still thinking she like 20 in her mind. So for me, if I didn't get hit upside the head, see so many people die, you know what I'm saying? To the point, I said, you know what? I'm gonna start thinking like these older, wise people. I ain't gonna wait until I'm old and actually do the shit. I'm gonna be like, hold on, I'm gonna start feeding into their thought process, appreciating companionship. For me, it ain't all about girlfriend and boyfriend. But if you can show me the proper companionship, we can put whatever title on it because we gotta understand it. But we don't got that understanding. Cancel that. Cancel that. Cause that's a cancer pack. You just want me to pay for the, you know what I'm saying, the recession costs. Like these cigarettes, I can imagine. I don't even smoke cigarettes, but I can imagine they about $10 right now, if not more. And these just some things that I paid attention to when I was growing up. Like, man, every time certain recessions happen, which ain't nothing but a cycle, because we this ain't the first damn recession, ain't gonna be the last. But people is, bro, I'm telling you, it's getting like it's hot, man. People will tell you, oh, it get hot every year. It's hotter than normal this year. I don't care what nobody say. They ain't gonna even tell y'all ass. We losing during it like 30 minutes every day. We losing like 30 minutes every day, bro. And it's so small of a change to the point people ain't paying no attention to that. But start paying attention to, hey, well, I got multiple phones, so sometimes my phones don't synchronize right. Like my phone will be like one phone will like say for instance, one phone will be saying 9:59, the other one will be saying like 9:57 or something. Or 9:58. Like, hold on, G, y'all not even on the same. What the Oh hell no! They having to go back in and digitally make sure this shit keeping up with the time that's being projected outside. I'm like, this shit here, bro. Oh yeah, I thought about you yesterday because nigga, I seen a video of some dragons in Asia, bro. I thought about your ass. I said, boy, hey, all right. When this shit over with, I hope Swat still alive long enough. Cause these,
I told
cause
you that
these niggas,
was right.
hey, bro, nigga, I seen some shit that I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Even if look, even if they ain't real to you, they real to me. I do not give a fuck. Like I done seen some stuff like in the mountains and all kind of shit. I'm like, hold on, bro, that look like a whole ass face right there, and ain't no other than a gargoyle or some shit, nigga. That's a dragon. The fuck? That's a motherfucking dragon. For all I can say, a gargoyle is something that I guess a human done had sex with a dragon or some shit. I don't know,
No,
but it darn.
just a different type of a dinosaur. A gargoyle was just a different type of
Oh,
dinosaur. Mm,
ooh. Well, there we got the transitional fossil.
mm.
We
Yeah.
got the transitional fossil right there, goddamn. Man, that is crazy enough. But like I said, bro, I don't know. I think I might need an older woman. I don't know how much older, but she gonna have to be. You know what I'm saying? She gonna have to be mature in the mind, cause it's like, bro, I'm constantly changing vastly to the point I need somebody that's probably already where I'm headed to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Cause she ain't gonna get me otherwise. She just gonna be like, man, this nigga old as fuck. Like he wanna be in the house at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? He want me to be responsible. Like, motherfucker, look. I got blamed in all my past relationships for not having this shit down pack. At some point I was gonna get it right. The fuck? Shit, now I got it right. Niggas wanna act like I'm too serious. Fuck out of here. Like, what kind of shit? Like, I can't win, bro. Like, you too serious. But damn, when I wasn't taking this shit out of that serious, niggas wasn't trying to hit. Wasn't trying to hear it. But then it's one hand on front of, one arm on neck. Mine. If I was on some toxic ass shit, motherfucker be like, girl, I love him. I do not know why. Cause he reminds you of your mama and daddy abusing your ass. Like, what are you talking about? That's why you love this nigga. He reminds you of that shit. But here it is. You can get to that same aspect multiple ways. Well, at least two different ways. You feel me? There's a toxic aspect of it to where, person forcing you into shit, making you feel like you less than cause if you don't do the shit. Or there's accountability. You appreciating what you have to the point you don't want to ruin it, that you be accountable. Like, ooh, Lord, is we live, bro? Cause this is some shit. The niggas
Yeah,
need to
we
hear.
lie.
Oh, okay. Cause people be waiting until their relationship messed up. And then now they want to be like, oh, I give you transparency. But you supposed to be having transparency in your relationship regardless. Like otherwise, why are you with this person if you're not confiding in them? Why are you with this person if you don't want them to have access to your life? Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people be like, man, but if I give my wife my code, she gonna be making up shit. Let her make up shit. And then you might figure out who you dealing with. But you would never know if trying to hide some shit. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you gonna make yourself look like you on some shit you ain't on. And now you making the relationship even more tumultuous because now she having a second guess, she questioning her head if you care or not. Vice versa, same because like it's females out here with privacy issues too. For me, I don't get caught up in the gender wars, but I know I gotta say male and female because that's what a lot of us constantly associate ourselves as. But aside from reproduction, man, that shit don't really fucking it really don't. Um, but for me, like I said, I'm starting to peep these little minute. It seems so minute, but these small things add up to so much, man, so much stuff that it block your view from the importance of relationships. To the point you just sitting over there looking at this person, y'all over there playing tag, bro. Like I caught you having fun. Let me see all your phones and codes, and you gotta come in the house and be responsible from now on. Like, should have been doing that anyway. But here it is. When shit gets so bad, now we want to try to be on the business. Like that's another thing I was talking about with Shawty. Like, we gotta be working towards what we say we own. Cause otherwise we gonna fall apart by the same words that we use to say just what we want to work towards. So if we say we want to work towards the business, we gotta be working towards that business. She ain't want to hear that. So here it is. Life had a way of trying to show her. Every day that we spent not doing the business, the first day that we didn't do that, bro, somebody started some shit with her. You know what I'm saying? Came back trying to, involve her in some stuff that ain't no longer her business. I said, see, look, here it is. We leaving the door open for our past to come back because we not working towards our future. If we're working towards our future, man, you probably would have missed that call. You feel me? You would have been at such high vibration and accomplishment and achievement of what you doing right now. You wouldn't have time to entertain that. But because you're not doing anything, you're entertaining all kind of foolishness. You're listening to your friends tell you, yo nigga ain't shit and they don't know him. So much so to the next time y'all have a problem, guess what? That voice that you was listening to when you had a choice not to listen to, now that voice is louder than your own voice and everything you done been through in your relationship. To the point your friends not being supportive of you or be a reason why you jump off the deep end on them nights when you just overly passionate about how distraught you are about your relationship. All because you confused because you didn't do when you had time to. Y'all could have been working towards this shit the whole time. But instead, it was like, shoot, I'm just gonna enjoy the fact I got a dude. I'm gonna enjoy the fact I got a gal. We ain't gonna work towards nothing though. Like what? So then when I back against the wall, we looking at each other like, why we even together for? Resenting the time we spent with each other because we didn't do nothing. But then if a nigga come to you on that, man, he always talk about trying to get a business done or something. And then, like, bro, I got a track record proving. Like my ex-wife, that's the first thing I did, bro. Every business we started, I put that in her name, not on some Rico Ray Ray shit. Like, oh, I don't got no, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no going for myself, so I gotta put everything. No, I looked at how men treated they women to the point it was like, they got they self together and then they thought about getting their woman together. I said, man, I'm gonna get my woman together because at the end of the day, anything can happen to me in this fragile side of the world we in. Somebody could take me out or I can get locked up. But as long as she got something, then I already know my children gonna always have something. You feel me? Like, bro. So when you thinking like that and you keep on running across folk who want to take advantage of you, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna tell you something that a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear. This when I learned I was a healer. When it's like so many broken people just kept coming to me. Not to say I'm not broken myself, because at the end of the day, it's what you do when your back against the wall or when ain't nobody, everybody's not looking to say something about your character. So if I'm going through a lot of things and I still choose to help other people, that's a strong sign of character. But somebody will tell you, no, man, you broke, you can't help nobody. Man, guess what? $2,000 is broke to me. But $2,000 to somebody else is a lot of money to change their situation because their situation don't cost that much. So for me to sit back and contemplate just because $2,000 is broke to me that I can't help nobody, that's just me being selfish at that point. Or if I be for real, I don't want to help nobody because if you wanted to help somebody, you will find a way. You will find a way. And what I'm trying to say in relation to our relationship, like we get into relationships with people trying to find somebody that we think is perfect. And then when we find out they ain't perfect, we want to blame them for being real with us and showing us they flaws, the things they got to work on. So now you want to be like, such and such ain't shit. Cause I know they got flaws. But darn, if we knew your flaws, what we'd say about you? Since that's the logic you operating under. But that's why we can't just operate under logic. We also gotta use our intuitive or our creative nature to be able to perceive things that don't necessarily exist in our I guess our locale at the moment to bring it into fruition because all possibilities are present at all times. So I ain't gonna sit over here and act like it's not potential for stuff. But if you can't deal in potential and weigh out the logic to bring your potential into existence, then you don't know how things come into be. That's just how that works. It ain't my fault. But I just gave you that though. I just gave you the plug. This is how it goes. You feel me? Like you gotta use your intuition to perceive things that aren't in order for them to be. But then use your logic to work within this reality to bring certain things into existence. But a lot of people might come to find out you ain't even as logical as you fucking think. Because you don't even understand how things work. A lot of people can't look at the sky and tell it's about the rain for real, bro. Like, they can't tell. I know that shit seems simple and we all think we can. But a lot of us can't, bro. A lot of us don't even look up. Like, you feel me? They don't even look up. To the point, man, if the sun was if it was to be a whole nother sun outside, you wouldn't know the difference. You ain't never looked at that mud like that to even, you know what I'm saying? To just be like, oh, I know the sun when I see the sun. Man, we could put a fake sun out there on you tomorrow. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. And this thing makes a difference in your life. So when we talking about being responsible, there's a lot of irresponsible people out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even, like, I ain't saying I know everything about the sun, but I know enough to say I need to reverence that thing and have a healthy respect to keep on learning. Like, today I was walking, bro, and I realized for the first time, I look at, how the sun affects me differently than I used to. I used to look at how the sun affects me and be like, man, it's so hot, man, I can't stand the heat. Just be complaining. But now I realize, dang, that sun out there detoxifying me. It's electrifying my cells. So with every bit of warmth I feel, I know it's some work being done within me and I ain't even have nothing to do. I ain't got to do nothing. It's involuntary. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the covering that was given to me because of the body that I'm in and how it reacts to nature. Like, but a lot of us, we ain't even sensitive enough to feel the shit. Or we so full of complaints to the point when we do feel it, We just reason it away or logically say, man, it don't gotta be like this. Well, do you know what life really is? Because without the sun, what we doing? What we doing? The thing that electrifies everything. What are we doing? The thing that animates and gives life to everything. You still don't know what that is. You don't understand how every time you talk, the water in your body is being charged. So much so that you could talk to water in your cup because you got that connection. So when you sitting around complaining, eating with people that you really don't like, reading information that's saddening while you eating, you internalizing that, and it gotta come out somehow. It don't all come out in your bios, and even that leave you with some traces of things that hey would turn around and come out in your countenance, your emotions, and how you deal with life. So it's important that we pay attention to every little aspect. Bro, you can definitely put the link in the chat if you want to too. But just wanted to talk to the family just for a little bit because I know, there's been a lot of really things going on in our community as well as dealing with the playoffs. So I know a lot of people taking back right now. So I figure we can, have a little break before the next debate as well as prepare for the next debate because, man, bro, this been an epic season. It's been an epic season. And as the commissioners have stated, it's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. As much as things have been changing, it ain't been all that comfortable for people who, like just in general, us as humans, we like to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We get used to a set way of doing stuff, and we like, man, I think I actually got an opportunity to make something shake with this set way. But also recognize that change is necessary. It's a part of growth. It's a part of growth. So I'm definitely happy for all the growth I've been seeing. Don't think because I ain't been around as often as I used to be that I ain't paying attention. I appreciate everybody. Um, I've been seeing everybody grow too because that's the thing I've been focusing on. Whereas, used to be a time I was so focused on talking my talk, I wasn't paying no attention. Man, appreciate that love, Brandon. Appreciate that super chat.
Do that,
Don't
big
say
guy.
it to nobody. Yeah, Brandon.
What's good, big bro?
Um, Shout out to Rachel. We definitely got that link out there. Anybody want to jump on? But yeah, we just chopping off some simple what that show called Facts of Life. Little Facts of Life. That Gold been learning through mistake, trial and error. Cause baby, had to make a few mistakes to get it right. Had to make a few mistakes to get it right. Say the playoffs has been super interesting. That's facts, free spirit. That is facts. Man, shout out to all the debaters, man. Let's not get that twisted. It take a lot to get out here, y'all, and do what these debaters do, as well as recognize the overall that I always recognize the importance of debating is it teaches you how to develop your argument. For a lot of us as people, we done been so downtrodden to the point we don't even know how to we don't know how to put together certain conversation pieces to even have an argument. So when brothers is out here, putting that on display for the world to see, you gotta appreciate that as well as it's gonna further all of our arguments. For me, an argument is as simple as Swag got a perspective, I got a perspective. We got two different arguments. Now, the people who watch the debate, y'all gonna be better for watching us, display our arguments. You can absorb both of the information. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm starting to see some season one shit. Like I'm starting to see people missing out because you so caught up in choosing sides. You know, choose sides with the information. That's like I ain't gonna front. That's what drew me to the whole concept of AOI, y'all. If y'all must know, like I'm always gonna line with people when it's for intelligent reasons, and you should do the same thing. If it's not for intelligent reasons, what we doing? What we doing? That's why you can always say stuff to Suave that he gonna have to come back around to. Like if you say something that leads to his conscience of furthering things, because that's what we seeking to do. Yeah, on the face of it, I might not like to hear that. Might not like to hear it, but Over time, you let me sit back and think on that thing for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm a reasonable person, and we all got that common goal of furthering things. Is that Nick with them bust in on me? What's up with it, love? Bossed up in here. But
My
yeah,
bad,
man, I
y'all.
had a
Still working on my presentation. That's why I ain't saying shit. Bro, just wanted to hold a panel. Peace to everybody, man. I'm sorry I ain't watching the chat. Shout out to Brandon. Thanks for the super chat, big dog.
man. Hey, I had an amazing conversation with my mama but just today, bro. So
For sure.
I got woke up out my sleep, right? By some people who, used to be my so-called landlords, right? And as the story go on, it's gonna make sense. But long story short, I come to the door. It's them. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, well, I need you out at such and such, such and such. I said, quite frankly, that ain't how that work. So, again, what's going on? Oh, she hot. Um, well, you got me messed up. You act like you can't answer nobody phone call. You don't do nothing. Like people calling you. So it sounds like I'm not being volatile if I ain't even talking to you. You know what I'm saying? But I told her, I said, I don't understand why you yelling at me as though I'm your child. But this ain't how this work. You don't get to bust up at the door, yell at me, think you gonna tell me what's what when you're in the wrong. The last time I got ready to pay you, you basically refused payment by threatening me. Cause I asked this lady, I say, you know, once I make this payment to you, because you talking about you can't afford the utilities in this place, which was included in my rent. But all of a sudden, when it got taken over by so-called new management, now you can't afford it. So as I'm getting ready to make my payment, I thought about that. I'm like, hold on, she did say she can't afford the utilities. So let me make sure I'm actually gonna have some utilities where I'm staying at. You know what I'm saying? Before I turn around and turn my money over to you. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sitting in here in the dark. But I done paid my rent. Like, how that sound? When it's your job to keep it up. So, long story short, instead of her responding and saying, yes, I'm going to pay the utilities, you know what she tells me? If my son was here, you wouldn't be doing this. I said, huh? Oh, now you done said this before. So I know what you mean when you say that. Like, you think your son the big bad wolf, but with me and him, it ain't that conversation. I said, you need to honestly dial back because you again forgetting things that you done said. But if you threaten somebody while they trying to pay you, it could have been a whole nother conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have had these people outside your house talking to you because you threatened my life. So I suggest you leave it at what it is. I'm gonna get up out of here, but you gonna get up out of my face.
Mm.
She's like, well, you ain't gotta talk to you like what? Telling you I got rights that you gotta respect. I said, here it is. I ain't the only one told you I ain't finna pay you because you keep on, like, here it is. You raise the rent. And then after you raise the rent, she told us she was raising the rent because she was including the utilities, right? Mind you, that was already included. You see what I'm saying? So now you like, oh, okay, well, let me include it to where now I can afford to pay the utilities with what y'all paying me. The cousin who stays here, which is my roommate, she the one came out her mouth first when the lady told us how much we got to pay as far as utilities. Bro, my rent is like 500. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
She wanted me to pay utilities that would have been equal to about $600, $700, bro. Like who paying utilities that's higher than they rent? I'll wait.
Damn.
If your utilities is higher than your rent, there's some things going on that you
I
needed
mean,
to
you in the
address.
project. Your rent $25.
Oh yeah, that's another.
And your internet a
My
hundred.
bad, y'all. I ain't know nothing about that. My bad. No disrespect to my folk, cause we came up out of there. Like I just went there when I came along this time around. But I'm
Who rent is the
saying
who?
like
Who shit higher than they rent and they ain't in the project?
any other situation aside from the projects, only way that's gonna happen, bro, is if you got an issue within the maintenance of the house. Meaning your utilities, all the energy that's going in the house is going right back out the house because it's holy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about like the Bible. You feel me? I'm talking about ain't nothing sealed up around here. And that's what I told her. I said, legally, you can't even ask me to pay no utilities in here because ain't nothing sealed up. Not to mention, guess what I came to find out, bro? Guess
Huh?
what I came to find out? You know, when people start pointing fingers and shit, you start paying more attention. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So the cousin get to telling me a little bit of this, a little bit of that. She like, man, this ain't even her house. I say, what? Hold on. So you mean to tell me I'm gonna pay somebody and I'm not even legally responsible to pay you? So even the money I'm giving you, if something was to really come up, I couldn't even be like, well, Judge, I've been paying the owner of the house. You're not the owner, boy, boy. And that ain't even the kicker. People be talking all this stuff about how they love their family this, they love their family that. It's like I told her, I said, yo, cousin behind, you ain't talking crazy to her. She said, well, that's my family. I said, you only saying that right now when it's convenient because she told me how you treat her. But even that is reason to tell you. I ain't yell at you. I ain't call you out your name. So I did what I was taught to do as a, a respectable person.
You breaking
But
up the
at the same time, I still got to stand on my ground when you wrong. And you know you wrong. That's why you're not doing this wrong to your own family. So don't say that shit on me. You ain't catch that. You ain't catch that. So why you telling me to respect my elders who I'm not disrespecting? She disrespecting herself at this point. Don't tell me tell her stop disrespecting yourself, elder, because you're in the wrong and you acting like you in the right. So long story short, I'm talking to my mama. We are majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? Without having to get too through some shit. And you, mom, why you think me had this conversation before now? Because I obviously been paying rent. I get the concept of paying rent. That's not the conversation. So then I start going deeper into the conversation. I'm like, these are the details. Because she like the details don't matter. I say, yes, they do in this situation. Because once you start getting into the violations that this landlord is in, or so-called landlord is in, I would be an accessory to this situation if I keep going with it. So I'm telling her, I'm like, first of all, the property ain't in her name. She not maintenance in nothing. She done went up on the rent twice, which is illegal. You cannot do that. She done tried to unlawfully evict me, meaning she telling me I gotta get up out of here, trying to intimidate me, threatening me. Like, that's an unlawful. Like my mother was like, but is that an eviction? I said that's why it's called an unlawful eviction, because you can't do it that way, mama. But it doesn't mean the person is not trying to. You see what I'm saying? She was like, dang. I know my mom was surprised, like, this is my child. You feel me? Like, he own it. So, long story short, she like, oh yeah, you right. She do gotta go downtown and evict you, XYZ. I'm like, yeah, we don't even got no lease, mama. So far as I'm concerned, you telling me to pay her, that's almost an abomination to everything I stand for, because I've been paying the lady. And quite frankly, it's out the kindness of my heart, because I only got no agreement to protect me. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing this for you at this point, because you don't want to win it. I ain't getting nothing out of this other than living in a place I've been at and been trying to get out of. But if I'm keep on giving you my money, how I'm gonna do that? How I'm gonna do that? So I telling my mom, I'm like, bro, I'm finna take these 30 days. Since the lady want me to get up out of here so bad, she keeps saying it. Because the reason why she keeps saying it is because she knows she can't ask me for no money after she done talk crazy to me. You done told me to get out. How you gonna turn around and ask for some money? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what they doing at it? So when she came to my door, instead of saying where my money or even talking any business, only thing she could tell me is I want you out on such and such day. That's an unlawful eviction. Like I told her, that ain't how that work. So you're gonna have to evict me. Not to say I'm gonna stay here. You feel me? I never told the lady I wasn't gonna pay her. She refused to pay me. You know what I'm saying? My mama said, she said, so did you cash app her and she sent it back? I said, hold on. The agreement is my utilities is included, whether that's a verbal agreement or a text agreement. However, Two people agreed to do some shit. So now all of a sudden it's not included. You breaking the agreement, and I ain't agreeing to that. So now we breached.
Facts.
Like, who you playing with? Who you play? Like they so used to black folk not having no rights. You know what I'm saying? Or not understanding their rights to the point now black folk trying to play up on your rights. Like you got me messed up. But what it is recession kicking you in your weird ear, and you think you gonna take it out on me. So it really ain't. You don't got no problem with me. You got a problem with money. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. You don't got no problem with me. You got a problem with money. And you might want to figure out more about money. Because even if I give you my money, you still gonna be a broke dummy. Like it is what it is. So again, like I told my mama, she, in the middle part, she said, yeah, she do gotta evict you. But before the conversation could end, bro, she came right back and was like, but Red, if you stay somewhere, you gotta pay. I say, mama, once again, you can't say two things at once. You're doing double speech right now. You can't tell me on one hand, I'm not in the room, and then finish up, I'm in the room. See, when people not paying attention to you, they only remember the first thing you say and the last thing you say, because the last thing you say leaves room for a pause, meaning they got to say something then. You feel me? So, but here it is, mama. I just paid attention to what you said in the beginning, and I peeped in the middle after you got all the information. You agreed with me. But because you're trying to still raise your son, you keep on telling me things as though I don't understand the logic of rent. Like, stop telling me I gotta pay if I stay somewhere. That ain't the situation. Like most black folk is only used to, when you have a rent issue, you being in violation because you behind. So now you gotta get out within how many ever days the landlord say. You feel me? But you ain't never been in a situation where it's like, or this the second situation where we decide we want to move on our own. So of course you gotta pay your last month's rent and move still. You know what I'm saying? But this is a different situation where here it is, I didn't violate. This lady she in violation in multiple ways, aside from the codes. So here it is, the judge, if they was the rule that I gotta go, which I want to go, they gonna make the lady give me a certain amount of time so I can get out. Not I gotta pay her for this time when it's not even, legal for you to be charging me for this. What I found out. Because it's not livable, it's not your house. Nobody has came and said you got the right to collect. You feel me? The utilities that you talking about is in a person name that don't exist no more, bro.
Damn, they don't exist no more.
Man, my bro gone, bro. The OG who took me in, that's who house this is, he's not here no more.
Oh yeah, rest in peace. Yeah,
You feel me? So they on some foul shit. Like, remember that, bro. Like, make sure y'all take care of y'all business, because you might have some family members out here trying to con and scam people. Like, how you gonna charge me for utilities you not even paying for? That's basically what you doing. Like, you charging me like you the utility company.
nobody in the
But all
building.
the while, you not even paying it because you running up a dead person bill. So don't make me like, and that's why I keep saying, like, I'm not doing this lady dirty, because there's so many ways I could tie you up. But instead, I'm like, man, just let me move around, G. Just let me move around. Don't play with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She talking about, I ain't even tell her all this, you feel me? But just me telling her, you need to evict me. The fact that you over here doing all this yelling is unnecessary. It could be considered assault. You know what I'm saying? She ain't like that. She had to walk up out of here with her tail stuck between her legs. Cause you think I'm some scoundrel. But you better be glad I ain't. Because while you was over here doing all that rah-rah, if I was this young dude, you trying to paint me out to be that ain't nothing, I ain't about shit, I would have whooped your ass for threatening me in here. But I ain't on that. I would have tried to get you locked up for the threats you made. But guess what? I still got love for my homeboy in life and in death. I ain't gonna be the reason why your mom on probation if I can help it.
I'd have put her in jail.
In the jail. Simple and plain.
Hey,
That's
and that
what we talk about.
look, and that's another reason why I be wishing I had a queen right now, because I would have let her make that call. But me, I can't do it.
Man,
I
So now
can't
you
do
gotta
it. If she
go.
put her hands on me, it's a whole nother conversation. I ain't gonna lie, because that's gonna keep me from dying. Because I'm not gonna fight you, so I'm gonna have to get you up out of here. But yeah, as
So
long
what's
as you
your
keep your
plan?
hands
Because
to
I know
yourself.
you're not gonna allow her to put an eviction on your record, creating problems with your rental history for the next 7 years until you get it off your credit.
Well, listen, this sounds like my sister nobody. Um,
mm,
You know it is. I
I
come with
ain't.
the questions and the tea.
that's hard.
Let me get my tea boiling, then. So I ain't really like if you heard some of the variables of this case, because we in my y'all court, we back y'all. Um, she don't got no room to take nothing to nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like if she was to go to court, she gonna get in trouble. Come to find out, property don't belong to her. Ain't nobody gave her permission to be collecting nothing. Um,
So
the
she doesn't have
utilities ain't
permission to do subleasing.
no, no. Cause quite frankly, come to find out the property would really fall into her ex-husband's hand and he don't talk to her. He don't fool with her. That's why he don't even know what's going on. So if I was to find, how you can look up
Nah,
deeds and stuff like that. If I was to
he
get a
getting that pussy. He getting that pussy. Ain't no way she leasing out
no,
his shit.
no,
And he don't know
no, no,
it.
no. I on my mama, it ain't that. See, this is why it got caught in limbo because he turned it over to his son. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Because my phone just rang or
Yeah,
something. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. He had turned it over to his son, and then his son got murdered like maybe a year ago. And so it's really just been in limbo. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody, man, that man ain't worrying about this house just like he wasn't worrying about it when he left it to his child. So, rather
Mhm.
than have to fight her over it, he just like letting it be what it is. But if it gets to legality and somebody really want to press the issue, you ain't showed me no paperwork where it changed over to your hands. So quite frankly, you don't got rights to be even doing this. But be that as it may, before we even get into those details, you gave me time to get out. Just let me go. Let me go. I ain't worrying about that. But if you do want to go about doing an eviction, like I do need a 30-day notice because I do get mail here.
Shit, I take
Um,
that shit to court, postpone that shit for 90 days on that. That she be mad at that. I think it's like 45. It's some shit. It's some shit because remember when I first moved down here to Indianapolis, me and Katrina got the crib. The dude who rented the crib to us was a ex-employee at the housing authority, right? That owned the crib. HB or some shit. They own a bunch of property around Indianapolis. He had the key to that bitch and he wrote us a lease. We gave that man that money. One day somebody walked in that house on me. And I said, what the fuck? He like, I'm here to fix the house. The house supposed to be empty. It sound like you got your phone this right. Somebody kicking that. Oh, that's you, Gold, man. It sound like your mic messing up or something. Oh yeah, you sound throosky wooski. Like I hope you
You
ain't
sound like a chip bag being sat on.
yeah. I hope that nigga ain't asked for help. That nigga like, she got me. She was that.
nah, man, I took the dang on headphones out. It got
Oh,
my shit sounding crazy. I'm like, dang, ain't this some shit? I'm
man.
trying to put
But
my
when we
phone
went
on the
to court,
charge.
they couldn't even, they couldn't put us out because we had a lease and
Uh,
everything. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we had like then 3 months in that
mm,
bitch. For real. I was like, hell
stacking it.
yeah. I'm gonna stack this shit. Hell
Look,
yeah.
stacking and packing.
You know what I'm
Stacking
saying?
and packing. Stack-
Man, we had just moved in the motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm
I
saying? So it
remember
was
that
like,
shit. That
yeah,
shit. Yeah, I do remember that shit now.
mm. I said, damn, that's crazy as hell. Y'all do niggas like that.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas be we be trying to do right.
That's your other goal,
All right,
man.
let
You
me
want me to keep
switch it
the other
over.
one out? All right. Woo. Mm. That's crazy as hell, though. What's up, nobody? Nobody, baby.
Hey.
Popping.
Where's Queen Katrina at?
in the room. I'm surprised you can't hear her all the way from the other side of the house on her phone because she be loud. When I be talking
No,
to her, she be
she
quiet
not
as
loud. She
hell.
vocal.
Oh
She
my,
not loud. She vocal.
hey man, protect black women.
Only
But
her.
but she be loud as hell. I be like, when I be talking to you in real life, I can't even hear you. And then you know how like she'll say something to me, and I'll be like, huh? And she'll actually get lower. Like I said, so, I
Yeah,
know
she's
I
like,
gotta,
pay attention.
yeah, like but I just figure I got a hearing problem because she always said, "Why you got the radio up so loud? Why you got the TV up so loud? Why you got?" I'm like, damn, it's loud. I can barely hear that shit.
You can go get your shit tested.
Man, you know niggas don't go to the hospital.
Oh my God. Getting your hearing tested ain't even no hospital ass thing. You're so dumb.
It said niggas don't make it up out of that. I don't
All
know why
right.
niggas be
That's
tripping.
why niggas be deaf.
I hate it. I'm like, yeah. That should be fucked up. Women still be in the garden and shit, playing with the
Hmm.
kids. Niggas in the crib, back still. Can't
Right.
even open their eyes all the way. Motherfuckers in that bitch.
And the difference is probably $100. Physical therapy, a hearing test, and some glasses.
Some bullshit, ain't
Where gold mine at? Because I heard some shit that he said in the midst of him saying some shit. He said something about, oh, that's why I don't got no, I don't got no queen, or she'd make that call. Where your girlfriend at? What you do? What you do to Domino's? What you do to the Domino's girl? I liked her.
that's fucked up. What you do to the dominoes, girl?
They was playing dominoes on his live, and I we didn't hear too much from her, but she had good energy, and she had this real cute little giggle. I was like, oh, I like her.
Them the ones that do you the worst.
The gigglers.
Them cute voice giggling ass motherfuckers. Like, yeah, you ain't gonna shit in 6 months.
You ain't shit. I'm gonna tell Queen Katrina that you said she a cackler. That's why she
Hell
was gonna
nah.
keep her.
Katrina, hell nah. Katrina, that motherfucker. She's a laugher. You there, bro? I
Can you
guess
hear me?
nah. Say something again.
Man, you petty.
Go mind what you do. What you do to the Domino's lady.
What dominoes? Oh, you talking about that lady. Okay, so
Yeah, the one
so
with the
peep
cute
game.
giggle, talking about you ain't got no queen. What you do to her?
Man, all right. Y'all wanna talk about it? We gonna fucking talk about it. So
All
look,
right, but understand, I'm a black woman. She a black woman, and I'll come for your throat. Let's go.
Basically,
Let's
she
do
her
it.
right now. What you do to nobody? Why you make me leave you?
right. I'm
Oh,
hurt. I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
That's fucked up.
You turning on me
You
to
did. You
nobody. You
did
supposed to be on
something,
my
Mr.
side.
Progression, Mr. Positive Power, Mental Capacity.
Hey, hey, I healed her. You know what I'm saying? It's time for her to
No,
go
this
on.
nigga didn't.
What?
Uh,
You healed her. How long was
She,
y'all talking?
she healed me too. You know what I'm
All
saying? I
right.
realized some things about myself. You know, how long we was doing it the first time. That was crazy. I don't know how that happened, but we was going for a minute. We was going for a minute. I think we released a few demons out of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was
So
going for a minute. I'm gonna try to be a Christian, though I'm not, and assume you're talking about a relationship. So y'all was talking or dating for some time. Y'all broke up and got back together, and now y'all broke up again. Is that what you're saying?
oh hell no, see nobody. You done did me all the way in. So what happened was we came in
Suave,
real
watch,
hot.
watch. I'm right. Watch. I'm right. After he explained it, it's gonna sound good. Then it's gonna be exactly what I said.
all right, all
All
right.
right. I hate to do this to you, nobody, but look, we came in real hot and heavy, right? And everybody pulling out chairs.
Oh, so y'all was fuck buddies, okay?
No, that ain't the part I'm talking about. I'm always gonna get some. That ain't the problem. I'm talking
He's
about
so
the other
cocky.
variables. I'm talking about the other variables. You know how when y'all first get together, you rub it on his chest, making him feel important, and then all of a sudden you just snatch that shit like, I don't care if you got
Nah.
up this morning. I don't care. Like, hold on. I didn't get a good morning text.
The question is, what did you stop doing that had her stop? You know what I mean? A
Matter
lot
of
of
fact, let's
times
get
women
her
are
up here.
reactionary.
Motherfucker gone.
Let me tell you what I stopped doing. Let me tell you what I stopped doing. I stopped playing oblivious to what it mean to be in a relationship. Like when you first talking to a person, you ain't putting nothing on what we working towards. You ain't putting nothing on. Oh darn, okay. You don't got no sense of accountability. You don't pay no attention to that because you just getting to know a person. But as time go on and you
Stop. Why you can't come back here so I can stare at
Oh, as time go on, is we start doing like you said, getting into the funky stuff,
you? Waiting on
and we start getting a little more serious about how we doing that. For
hey,
me, I'm a respectable dude, so even if you did that in the moment, my girl, you made it to where it was just nothing in between us. Guess what I'm gonna do going forward? As a grown man, I'm gonna treat you accordingly. But if I get up after that situation and you act like that was nothing to you, I gotta look at you different. Like, hold on, you be talking about these dudes
Was
ain't
y'all dating
responsible.
or talking though?
Ain't no date. Here we go. Let a dude tell you that nobody. Let a dude tell you that. And y'all over
He
here.
said we was together. If we talking, we
Ain't
together.
no we no, ain't no if we talking. Once I take off anything in between us,
It's
it's
over.
up. What is you talking about?
So
How's
you
we
say
having
once y'all
intercourse like
fuck,
that?
y'all are dating.
Every night I gotta fight to prove my love.
Yeah, all right, all right. Guess what? I ain't dating no more. If that's what y'all call that shit. Cause I
Wait,
ain't with
that's
it.
what I'm asking. You ain't giving out a lick of clarification. So you saying
No,
once
I did
y'all
get a lick of clarification, but you know how we be playing stupid when we want to. You know
No,
how
I
that
don't
is.
understand if y'all was dating or talking. I understand
Oh,
that
I
the
didn't give you
dynamic
no
shifted
clarification.
between y'all and she stopped being as affectionate. But I didn't know if y'all was together for real or not. Like if you straight up asked her, to be your girlfriend.
Oh, how didn't happen? Okay, let me get this. Let me run this back then. Okay, nobody. I don't know how the dynamic work between you and the opposite sex, but for me, I
Somebody
don't
gotta
get.
ask me to be their girlfriend or I'm not.
See that what I'm saying? I usually don't choose. They choose me. So when she chose me, I responded accordingly. But as soon as I started responding accordingly, now it's like, oh, I got you. I don't gotta no longer court you. Like, no, it don't work like that, little baby. It don't work like that.
Moonflower in the building.
What's up with the
Hey y'all,
moonflower?
hey. Hey Cole, it's been
Yeah.
a
Hey
long time
Moonflower.
since I got to talk to you.
What's up?
Hi. Hey Swab.
What's good? What's good, mama?
Man, we
Hey
just out here
girlie.
thugging. We
I
just
see
out
y'all
here.
Hey
thugging.
Moonflower.
How you
We just,
doing, baby? How you doing, baby girl?
All right now.
I ain't
I
that
got
now.
tongue tied.
Nah, we just like I was trying to thug it out with her though. Nobody ain't gonna lie. I wanted to be just be your friend. But I gotta admit, I'm a grown man. Once we get to start doing certain stuff, I look at you different. Like,
Hey,
what's wrong?
radiant. Radiant.
Uh-oh. Beaming. Really beaming. And I'm feeling that bun. I need me a bun done
Okay.
with my hair. I
Okay.
need somebody to do something with my bun. You feel me? I'm just saying nobody's the equivalent if you dating a dude, you know what I'm saying? And even let's just stick to the dating because I feel like we was past dating, but I'm gonna stay with you though. Let's say you dating a dude, right? The same thing, the saying go, the same thing he did to get you is the same thing he gonna have to do to keep you. It's real because like okay, if I'm giving you 100% of my time, right? And then out of nowhere, I just start giving you like 50. You're gonna be like, hold on, I know your capacity to give time. You able to give 100. So now that you giving me 50, oh now you trying to chump me. Where your other 50 at, cuz? Cause I ain't giving you 50. I'm giving you 100.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, did any variables occur in her life? Any changes, schooling, working? You know what I mean? Is there any
I
reason
would
that the time changed?
I would say no, but if it is something that happened, I would put it to you like this. I left myself more than open to those conversations. I like before even telling her my severity of the situation, I asked her multiple times on multiple days for weeks, like everything okay? First you just start off everything okay. Then by week two, I'm like, so I'm noticing certain changes with us. And if there's a reason for it that's on my end, Let me be accountable for that. Let me know what's going on. So give me an assessment. Like I don't know if y'all watched the video, but she basically weighed out how she felt about me in the video. So when I'm hearing that type of stuff and I'm moving forward accordingly, then now I'm gonna be like, you know what? Hold on, you playing me right now. Either you playing
Honestly,
me or
though,
like you said, it's a variable that I don't know about. Like it's something
right?
going
Because
on
in
in her
this
life.
video, mind you, I thought she was cool, but in that
Oh,
video, it
that's
didn't sound
okay.
like y'all was dating or engaged. It sounded like y'all was talking, getting to know each other. A little over half of the things she said was physical, but I didn't put that past. Like I didn't give her no flack for it because I thought y'all was talking, like y'all was soon to be dating type shit.
Hold on.
Keelan,
Okay, see now y'all gonna have to break this down for me
Okay, so can I
cause
say something to you right quick? Because
oh
I don't think
yes,
you read
what's
my
up, Tequila?
I don't think you read my comment.
I'm
Hi,
not
hi.
looking. I ain't. I hadn't. What's
I
going on?
said in the comment, I said, "Love you, gold," but that's Dusty, and this is why I said that's Dusty.
Talk
And
to me. Get me together. What's going on? What's
I'm gonna
Dusty?
get you together because that's some bullshit. Now you said she got to do what she need to do to court you. You never asked this woman to be your lady. As women,
That's
I'm
what
just
I
gonna let you know.
said.
Listen. As women, we want a guy, we want a man to say we want him to solidify it. Me as a woman, as beautiful as I am, as talented as I am, and what I bring as a woman, I will never court a man. I'm always going to be courted. Now, I will give as much energy as he gives in a relationship.
Hmm.
So I'll give him the energy, but I'm not going to say, okay, you're my man now. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely
Oh
not.
no. And you totally right about everything you said. So let me add the important variable then. Cause I didn't get all the way into the like nobody's pulling back the onion right now. So all right, the reason why I say we at this point to where there's certain things that gotta be coming from the other side too is because I've already made the steps to show you like I want you in my life. I done told her, I done showed her, you feel me, to the point that you came as far as you came. Like she done came from another state just to see me because of the energy I've been giving her, letting her know, like, and letting the world know, like for real, before these videos. But my thing is, like, I feel like I was raised court and go both ways. Let me know you feeling me just like I'm letting you know I'm feeling you.
yeah,
When
Rochelle,
I
Well,
say courting, I don't mean like
let me tell you something right quick,
violently or
Gold.
anything.
No,
Let me
baby,
tell you
go
something right
hard.
quick, Gold. That's
That is
not
not how that
courting.
You
works.
gotta solidify it,
And
bro.
you gotta solidify it. And here's the thing: courting is just courting is nothing but dating. That's another word for dating. You never
And
solidified
you
the
can court more
relationship.
than one person.
So why, and you definitely can court more than one person. And here's the thing, I've had plenty of men feelings get hurt when dealing with me because I guess they thought I was theirs. But I was like, bro, you didn't ask me to be your lady.
All
No,
of them.
So if a
absolutely
dude
not.
asks you to be his gal,
You have to
and you
solidify it. Then I will. Then that's when
If
I
a
make
man asks
the
me to be his
final. And
girl, I'm gonna say no.
then and only then is when I make the
nah,
final
no, but I'm
decision
just saying that when
whether
she
I'm
say
going
that.
to be with him because I believe that you have to be as clear and as concise as can be. And when you was telling this story, I was like, go that's some
That's
dusty
because the
bullshit.
story kind of started before the live. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty
Okay.
sure there is some pieces missing, and I agree. If that's all of the story. But like I said, if what you saying gotta be solidified, if that was done, then what? Do I still have right to feel like I'm feeling like, hold on, I did all of this. We solidified, said this what we doing. Now
I
we
mean,
doing it.
honestly, let me tell you something. All of that's your fault because
I'll
let me
be
tell
back.
you one thing.
I'm
Let
definitely
me
gonna
tell you
take
one
fault
thing.
for mine.
No, no, no. All of it is, This is why because you didn't solidify it as the man, and this is why. When you're dating, in my opinion, when you're dating, when a man doesn't solidify his, everything that he wants to do, cut clear. This is what I want. I want you to be my woman. Next, this is where I want where I want to see us go forward in such and such and time. Like I need to know goals, timelines, what you want, what your future. We need to talk all of that stuff out. And if that man did not have, if he did not make that clear to me, then that leaves room for me to back off a little bit. I'll literally, and that has happened. Men have come back and like, Kayla, what happened? Like, you stopped communicating with me like that. I'm like, I'm not your lady. I'm not gonna keep giving you all this energy of mine, and you didn't ask me to be your woman. You have to solidify things with me.
Okay, and
And most
again,
women are
that
like that.
is
Yeah,
totally right.
yeah,
But if the
yeah,
man,
go
oh, go
because
ahead, MJ. My
I
bad.
it's not MJ, it's Moon. I ain't even gonna cap to you,
Oh, okay,
go.
okay. It's Moon.
You
My
are the
bad.
sound. Yeah, it's Moonflower. You sounding a little dusty, my boy. You
Yeah,
sounding a
that's what
little
I
dusty,
said.
my
That was
boy.
dusty as shit. I was like, hell no.
Again, y'all
Yeah,
just want to
it
call
was
me
Dusty.
Dusty because I just told y'all ass that was the whole story. And I said if I
Well,
solidified it, then
the,
what? We still ain't moved on to that. We
but
still
the
Okay,
don't
I
but
little bit
just,
of the
believe.
I
story
just
but
that you
answered your
told sounded
question.
but
Dusty.
If you
did you
No, I get
solidified
that
it,
and I agree. I said y'all right
listen,
if that's
go,
how the story is, but it was more
did you
to it
ask
though.
listen,
that
go.
woman, do you want to be my girlfriend? Did you ask
We
her?
didn't.
Yes.
So that makes it
And
all
she
his
said
fault.
yes.
It sounds like the roles was switched or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
it
what.
think
sounds
I
like the
think
That's
roles
what
y'all
it
was
y'all
sounds
felt
reversed.
that way
like.
because I said the thing about chose. The reason why I say chose because I was talking to Swar before we went live, and I said, bro, at one point in time, I always thought it was about the women that I chose, and I recognized over time that a lot of times when I would choose certain things, it wasn't always what was best for me. So I learned over time to pay attention to the women that are into me for real, and they usually show telltale signs, and I call that choosing. I'm not saying I leave that to her at that point, but that's usually when I start putting my interest in a woman when I see it back from her. So when
You
I
gotta
No,
say
seen that
saying
back,
what you
when
mean
I
and
say
meaning
that the
what you
roles
say
were
because,
reversed,
baby,
I say it was
oh
reversed
no, I got you,
because
man.
when you said courting, when you said that she should be that she was
No, I got,
that she
and that's
She
stopped
why I
stopped
said
courting,
that
courting
to
me.
it's like
Tequila. I got what
that.
you were
I was
saying
like
on
the
there.
I was like, wait a minute, who's the woman
And
in the relationship and who's the man?
that's why I try to explain. I got a difference in like what I mean. Well, I understand what y'all saying is courting now. You feel me? But at the time when I was saying courting, I meant like showing interest. I didn't mean like
Oh, okay.
who's deciding what we
Oh,
doing next. And that's what I was talking about to begin with. I was telling Suave, I'm like, bro, we started off. I'm letting her know, like after we solidified it or whatever, I'm letting her know where I see us going, as well as laying out the different things for us to do. Now here it is. I'm doing the playbook that we both agreed to do. Cause like I'd be like, this what we finna do, and what you think we should do. You know what I'm saying? So we doing both directions, but at the same time, like y'all said, as being a man, I'm showing the fortitude to be like, you know what, this is what I want for us. If you want to be with me, this is what I'm working towards. So when it gets to the point I'm working towards these things with you and I see you not keeping up, I'm like, okay, let me talk to you. And after I keep talking to you, asking, is everything okay? And you keep saying, we good. I got your focus. You still, you know what I'm saying? You still into this, you happy. But it's to the point now I'm just having to let you know, like, I need more though. I can't keep on feeling like I'm doing too much.
okay.
Okay.
It was just a misunderstanding then because the
No,
court,
I appreciate
It
that.
was
And
a
some other
it
people
was
need
a
to hear that,
misuse
and
of words.
I
yeah,
need to hear it
it just
too.
threw
I
me
can
all the
change
way
my
off.
wording. I got y'all.
Well, I
Appreciate
mean,
that.
we come like that, and we say that because it does seem like that a lot of times at this point it seems like that there seems to want to be a role reversal. Like, of
No, I
course, we
totally
hear on
get
a
it.
daily through social media and stuff. Men are running around saying that they're the prize and everything. So when you said court, I'm like, oh God, he's another one that thinks
I
he
was
just
like,
running
what
around
a
like he the
go.
prize and all types of stuff. He just
I'm glad y'all gave me the
No.
opportunity to explain it.
Oh yeah. I was like, ew.
I was like, what the
My whole
hell? I was
perspective
like,
of you
oh
was
my
about to
God.
change.
I
Y'all
was like,
gotta
the
forgive
gold
me.
mine
Look,
that switched over to the dusty side? Like,
I
what's
said,
going
no,
that's
on?
what
hey,
happened to me. I said, oh, that sounded a little dusty. And then that's what made
yeah,
me
I
hit the link.
appreciate you coming
And
in
that's
like
what
that.
made me also say, like, ew.
Now look, I
That was like
will
the
say this:
manosphere got another one.
you
Oh
can
my
I
get
said,
God.
you can get to this situation a few different ways. I might be from the dirty, but I'm not dusty. Like, so my thing is I'm more of a gentleman to the point when I get to giving that gentleman activity in 2022, like Let's be for real, y'all. A gentleman in 2022 is gonna get used and abused in the dating scene. Even women tell you that shit. So I have to be careful when I see somebody pulling back like that. Because again, me and bro done had plenty of conversations as well as me and Sister Katrina from my past marriage. I am that type of dude. I'm gonna go over and beyond. I'm the type of person feel like I can love you even when you don't got no love for me at the moment. So that's not the case. But my wording might be a little different because I was raised very sheltered. So I have my own definition for certain things. And when it comes to courting, I see that as showing interest.
Well, that's
And that's
not what
something
it
you do
is.
even when you
Don't
together.
say that nowhere else.
No, no, that's why I said I appreciate y'all letting me know the majority of the
Yeah,
people don't feel
he gonna
like
say
that.
that around the
So
wrong dudes. They gonna be like, "Yeah, bruh, they supposed to
they
Yeah,
be
gonna
they
be
gonna be
grooming
mad.
us.
agreeing
They gonna
with
be
you.
They
mad.
supposed to be taking us on dates, and they
Nah,
supposed to
they
be
gonna be
doing."
mad because soon they let that come out their mouth. Oh, hold on, G. See, you got
Like,
me effed up. That ain't
I
what I'm
ain't
talking
mean
about,
that.
bro. She better be showing you some interest too. Or don't be no fool out here buying dates. Like it's women and men out here going on dates with people just for free food. You know what I'm saying? Like that be for real. So at the end of the day, you gotta have these telltale signs. And that go both ways. It can't just be I'm showing all this interest in you and you not showing nothing back, or vice versa. The one, cause I done seen women, crazy about this dude, but he act like I even done been taught while I'm in this dating scene or suggested that you act like you don't care and they come to you more. The stuff I deal with
I
as a
mean,
gentleman, these
that
so-called
is,
alpha males do not go through. They call them when they
but you know
want
what?
to get it in.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fake
that's
alpha males. That's not
yeah,
real alpha male.
No, I'm
It
no, I'm saying the
and that's usually
variation of
women
how
that
men
lack
done been
self
taught false
esteem.
stuff about women, and there's some women out here done been taught some false stuff about men, so we attracted to the wrong things. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I ain't saying
right.
some,
real
yeah,
women
some are
would do that
because
at all.
this is me. Like, if you literally just walking around acting like you don't care and you're not showing no interest, you gonna
Right.
end
It's
up trying to
fucking.
call my phone and it's gonna be blocked. It's not gonna
Come
go through.
on. And that's
Like
all I'm talking about.
my cutoff game is very very quick.
I'm
Like,
My
working on it.
cutoff game is strong,
and I'm
strong.
really and I'm different like that because the last date, what was it, the last couple dates I went on, I
Uh-huh.
went on a date and
Mhm.
I cut that dude off just because, okay, I'm gonna always tell a man that I have children. I absolutely have children. I have no
Right.
shame in having children. But
You shouldn't be.
well, they try to make it shameful,
No,
but
I,
I'm
I
not
know.
gonna do
I
that.
know that's people that
But
don't appreciate life. They
yeah,
looking
but
at people for benefits.
so yeah, I'm like, I got children and everything. Okay, cool. He had a child. All right, cool. Bet. I we exchanged the name of our children. We just need to leave it at that, especially if we're just like, going on a date and stuff. We don't need to go any further until later on when it comes to the children. Don't get to asking me what my kid's birth date and all that other stuff is, because that's what he did, and I cut him off. I thought it was
Yeah,
weird.
I feel you. Yeah, you don't need to know all
I thought
that.
I
Yeah,
thought it was weird because
you don't need to know their ages. You don't need to know
Nah,
their
I
yeah,
kind of
birthday.
I
because
get it.
like and maybe
Not
and
in, not
and
in,
no,
not on a date. Not in the
and this is
very
the
very
thing, like,
beginning.
Suave
It was a
Suave
rookie
already
mistake.
knows Suave already knows
Unless he
what
a
you know
scammer.
no, Suave already knows what took place as far as when I was
Well,
younger and stuff.
it's a
And I
lot of
do
pedophiles.
and I go
That
through
too.
the necessary steps as far as therapy and stuff to get past
Mm-hmm.
it. But that should have creeped me out. Like,
Nah,
because
I get that because
there
I'm the
there's
same
there's
way.
plenty of men out there that will date women just off the sake of them having children and wanting to be on
Hmm.
some nasty,
Some
disgusting
nasty
creep
stuff.
stuff.
And
So
that's
And
what I was
yeah,
just
when you
finna say.
asking ages and birth
Mm,
dates and stuff, that makes me feel like, oh well, let me see how old these kids is to see if that's my type of kid that I like. Like, no, something
wow.
like
hmm,
that'll make me just cut you off, so I cut them off
Now
quick.
and the sad part is the way the world set up, you would be the fool not to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you like a lot of people would be like, but I ain't did nothing to you. Why you acting like that? I
Well,
can't
no,
wait. I
because
gotta I
with
gotta
a
be
no,
proactive. You know what I'm saying? I can't
yeah,
be
no,
sitting
with a
up here
woman like
waiting on
me,
you to do something.
yeah, with a woman like me though, no, that's not gonna. That's one of my biggest fears, of course. So
Hey,
with that
no
being
to y'all,
said,
men out
with
here.
that being said, I got plenty of rounds, and I will end up emptying a clip, and I will go to prison with a smile on my face. Like, don't play when it comes to my children.
No to y'all
That's
men
something that'll
and
make you
y'all
lose your
women
life.
out here. Don't be asking about no birthday. Like, and after we is in the scamming era. That's another thing. Like, aside from pedophilia, we is in the scamming era. You can't be giving out your information out here freely, bro. Like,
No,
and I
not
know it might be
not
like,
not
oh,
on
it's
a
just a
first
birthday.
not on a first
No,
date. I'm not about to. I'm not with that on the first date.
Disclose that type of
If we was
information.
together or something, and we had been together for a long time or something, and we're past the getting to know each other stage, and we done met each other's kids and
man, I'm
different things
green as
like
hell.
that.
I would have fucked up with you, MJ. I would have blew my chances because, like, I'm a zodiac, like astrologist type person. I would have
Yeah.
asked you that just on, you know what I'm saying, just on
No, no,
GP. Like,
this ain't MJ.
I mean, who I'm talking to? My bad, love.
This is Rochelle Renee. No, this ain't MJ. But yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
Renee,
no,
good
you
to.
definitely,
I
yeah,
think
you
I
would have
done.
got blocked quick if that was
Yeah,
the case,
yeah.
because that could have been
But
his
if you knew
reason
that
too.
person, if you knew that person background was like, say for instance, like I just said, they into that type of stuff, you know they would be asking for a different reason, right?
I mean, yeah, but then at that point, I would be like, listen, this ain't,
Right, you would
and
explain
that's
like that ain't comfortable for me,
yeah, I
and they
just
would
don't
have to
feel
respect
comfortable with
that.
that at this point. Not on no first date. Don't ask me that so you can figure out their zodiac signs and stuff. No, I don't. I'm not
But
with
you know, I
that.
had to
Like,
clear that up for you, Renee, because you was sounding a little dusty. You sounding a little, rushing to. I'm just messing with
you know what? I will absolutely be dusty when it comes to my kids. Like I said,
you. I
I'll
feel
end up in somebody's
I'll be
prison,
dusty when
and
it come to my heart too.
I'll end up in somebody's prison, and Taz will have my picture on the screen that I just sat there and shot somebody, shot
Talk
a
about
Like,
man, and
Renee
know,
out here. You hear
it'd
me?
be a mug shot with a
you
smile on my
know,
face.
A
Rachel
political
Renee.
prisoner out here.
She, she used to be in my chat, my moderator.
Yeah,
She
man. She
always
used to be
changed
my
her name.
moderator in the chat. She was in the army. She was going places, man. And she done blew this nigga head off. She done emptied out the
Y'all
whole
ain't.
clip. Look at
Yep,
her smiling. She ain't look at her smiling. She needed to do it, but look at her smiling.
yep.
Hey, we got a new person on the panel. How you doing?
I don't know. What is that?
Whoa, Shalom, good people. What's
Is
going
that
on?
my bro?
Sean,
What's good, family? How y'all
What's up,
feeling?
Sean,
King?
how you
What's up with
doing?
it?
I don't know who
Oh,
that is.
my twins is going crazy. I'll be right back.
All right, all right,
Hey,
all right. I know they
oh my
bigger than
goodness,
ever. I ain't seen your
I figured
shard in
that
a
was your
minute.
Sean. Like it's been so long. I
Right.
hope all is well.
Man, your shard, he one of them old school men. He ain't gonna pop up unless he, ready to be active. So I think everything is definitely good on his end.
Oh yeah,
He
oh yeah,
probably, the little
Yes,
bit we done
Sean, how
seen, he
you
was taking
been,
care of
brother?
business knowing him.
man. It's been good, man. Recovery going good. Staying busy.
Awesome. And how's your family?
Recovery.
How's
What, you had an
everyone?
accident?
Yeah, man. I had a bike accident a couple of months ago. About a
Wait,
month.
I just said go. You didn't
Whoa,
know
I
he
ain't
had
know
an
that.
accident?
Yeah, about two
Nah, y'all
months
know
ago.
I've been kind of out of the loop, like as far as YouTube go.
Mm,
I'm
Yeah,
sorry to
so
hear that, bro, because we got contacts on each other and everything. But I'm definitely gonna reach out to you soon, though, bro.
for sure. But yeah, man, the family doing solid. Twins they getting up there. My little guy
that's good.
he going through his little culmination tomorrow for kindergarten. So yeah, man, we're gonna have a
All
nice
right,
little break.
all right.
Yeah,
You
That's what's up.
dig?
man, how y'all
Sound like
doing
you
though?
in good spirits. Man,
Well,
we
I'm
doing all right. We
doing
still on the
well.
dusty radar. We still on the dusty
Oh
radar.
shit.
Cause they just called me
I need
Dusty
to get
today.
up
So
here
you ain't
and
gonna let that
I thought
dustiness
we would at
go.
least got past a little bit of
Y'all heard
dustiness,
my
man. Hey,
feelings. I was over here being a gentleman and shit.
no,
I was in
no.
love and shit. Like,
Bruh, you was
nah,
sounding
this
dusty for he like,
ain't right.
yeah, and she
I
just
was
wasn't going
like, oh,
she
hell
just
no.
stopped courting me. And I'm like, oh hell no.
You're
I was
right.
like,
I
oh
said,
my
right.
God.
The first thing that came out my mouth was like, ew. And then
Yeah, I
that's when
wrote in
I
the
wrote
chat,
the
I was like,
chat.
wait, what did I just hear?
I wrote the
Did he
chat like, I love you, go, but that's a little dusty.
I can't believe
And
y'all
that's,
would try to put that on my resume, man.
listen,
we don't know things nowadays. People will
people be
flip
switching
just like
up
that.
there.
Like if
You,
we that was just a sign of some dustiness that was starting to come out. I was like,
I
oh
can't
my,
believe y'all would try to.
You never know. You never know. People, I mean, it's even people that used to
Nah, I'm
be,
glad you came up
frequenting
here
in the
because
same
look, this
chat
the
as us.
thing. A lot of times we don't recognize you. Man, I feel you. And
Hello?
Yeah, he went out.
Oh, yeah. We break
get
through
what
our
though?
show.
Y'all can check
Me and you
it.
both came up like hell
Misunderstanding
no.
and man, it's gonna be
Uh-uh.
easy
I
for
had a
somebody to
good
sit
day.
next
I
to you
had
and
a
you really
good
don't agree
day
with them.
today.
But
I did
when
some self
me,
care
Rashard,
today, and
Swab, we
then
done
Gold
had
Mine
some
gonna say
knockout
something
drag
about Courtney.
out conversations to the point we really know where each other stand. Like you ain't gonna be able to sneak no shit in. Nah, I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all.
No,
It
all
felt
of
like my
y'all are
big
some
sisters
solid,
had to come up here. Nah, see, guess
some
what?
all of
Gold
y'all are
mine,
some
you
solid
you
men.
look
And
paranoid. You thought gold mine was dusty. I might be dirty, but I ain't dusty. I just
We don't know if you
listen,
dirty or not. We was just talking about what you said. Like,
right, and I had never heard you speak like that. I was
dusty.
shocked.
yeah,
And not to
I
mention,
haven't
no, I'm
I
saying,
haven't
listen, let me
heard
tell you
nothing
this
like
real
that.
quick, cause y'all don't know how y'all done advanced us. Like Queens is supposed to level you up. You see what I'm saying? And ever since Taz and Suave has, opened the panel more, because it used to just be male debaters on here, I've learned
Hmm.
different things about certain wordings that you heard. Like, cause y'all can hear me say certain wordings, but just obvious, once y'all heard my intentions behind it, that wasn't what the word meant. You feel me? So now I gotta find a new way to express that. But long story short, now going forward, we can give each other the benefit of the doubt. But I totally understand. Like it's the same way I would tell anybody that's being protective of a group of people that I care about too. Shoot, I'm glad to know they got some other people out here trying to fight the good fight too. Just give me the chance to work on my wording because I grew up in this male dominated world too, to where I say certain things, but when you ask me what I mean and get an understanding with me, you'll recognize, nah, I'm not on that shit. Like man, bro, I love my kids like my mama loved me. That's how much I took from the
Oh,
woman in my life.
tequila. No, I give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt. I really do.
No, I know
Unless
because y'all
they're
came up here the way y'all did. Y'all didn't
unless
just.
they're habitual dusty. If I've
I done
heard you on different
look.
panels being extremely dusty,
I
then
done
if
seen
I'm coming up
y'all.
here, I have no benefit of the doubt for you whatsoever.
Yeah, I done seen y'all do niggas in. Look, I done seen y'all do folk in. I feel like y'all took it quite easy. So don't think I ain't saying I'm
What
saying y'all
you
wouldn't
be in the
either.
So,
clouds or something?
Man, I be watching everything though. Don't get
so,
it twisted.
so, listen, I don't be doing nobody, and only time I
Now
go
you
off, listen,
No,
the
you
tequila
only
chilling with
not.
time,
kindness.
the only time I go off is when people go off on me. Other than that, I don't do that.
But see, me and you, Tequila, we got the same issue. You know what our issue is? A lot of
What?
times we don't stand up for ourselves because we be trying to, be nurturing to other people to the point it comes off in the society of abuse or a cycle of abuse as the person that you can abuse. So
Well, you
they,
know what? Tequila got people like us, like
mm-hmm,
other people. No, other people that come from the Taz sector. She got somebody like me. I'll jump up
uh-huh.
there and act a whole fucking fool, and she can sit back and just be nice. And just
Hey,
be nice.
and that's good because certain people that just ain't them. So for her to have to, come out of herself and do that, that's gonna bring a whole nother anxiety out of her versus somebody who's more of a warrior spirited person in that manner. She got her other ways that she fight. You know what I'm saying? She let that voice loose. Boy, it's gonna move something in you. You know what I'm saying? And she don't gotta talk crazy to you. She just start talking
Yeah,
about love and make you feel like you supposed to be thinking about love. Come on, G, for real. Is you in concert?
that's for somebody that has some logic and somebody that's
Man,
willing
turn
to
up, bro.
actually. What is that? Oh, that's somebody that has logic and somebody that would be willing to listen. Some of unfortunately, not a lot of people are like that at this point in
Man,
these spaces.
he
So they try to
riding
walk all
down
over her, and
the
I have to pull out. I have to pull out that damn 14-year army spirit, and then just start snapping. And that's just how I come across. I really need to start being more patient, though. That's something that I
no,
really need to
but
work on with myself. I'm working on it. I'm
You
You
know
see,
what?
I can't.
I think you've gotten more patient. I've noticed.
Mm, it depends. Depends on who I'm talking to. There's certain people in this space. If they hop on that panel, I have absolutely no damn patience. I don't want to hear nothing they gotta say. I don't care about no stupid, dusty ass, weird ass excuses that they gonna make. I'm just gonna ask the. I'm gonna ask certain questions, and as soon as they say something stupid, I'm gonna just snap on them just because I don't respect them.
Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, most of the men that still come to this channel, they're very respectable men. They don't ever act crazy with
Girl,
us.
you know the type of men that be coming to Taz's panel though. They be trying to come for our neck. Like it's like we have
You
to
know
be
what?
on
You know what
10.
I like though over there when we be on his panels talking, and then men come up there, they be like, "That's why y'all ugly. That's why no man wants you.
Yes,
That's
they will.
why." You, and
We'll
I
be up
was
there
like, "Wait,
talking
what?
about some
We
shoes, or
talking
we'll be
about
up there
something
talking
totally
about some
different.
makeup, or we could be up there just talking
Y'all
about
bitter.
anything.
Like, wait a minute.
And they
When
will
did
come
I
out the
tell you
woodworks and
sound
be like,
bitter?
"See, that's why black men don't want y'all because y'all wear makeup." And I'm like, "Shut your goofy ass up." Anyways,
Like, what the heck? I'll never forget when James kept calling me ugly.
James is so stupid. And then he tried to bring his goofy ass up on that panel with a different name and a different avatar. And I was in the chat. I was like, "That's James Taz." Like his voice, the mush mouth voice, that's James.
He was
And he
like, yeah,
tried to
because
come
we
up there.
created a group with a group. Like, what?
Yeah, he tried to come up there and say something completely different, like we gotta protect these black women. I was like, James, stop fucking lying. You literally said that we all need to be sacrificed and that
Yeah, he
black
said
men
we
need to
all need
go
to
around
die.
killing black women.
Yes.
And you
We
said
heard
all
you.
that shit, and you gonna try to come talking about we need to protect these sisters. Nah, you ain't
And
getting
you
away with that
blamed your
shit. I don't
mother
like
for
you.
your life, but your father was the one who tried to kill you.
Yeah,
Like, come
that
on,
killed
sir.
the shit. He was so mad about his mom not letting his dad see them. You mean the dad that had a family all the way on the other side of the community? He had a
And
whole nother
tried to
family with
kill
seven
you.
damn kids.
They tried to run you
And
over with a
and
car.
then basically made his mom a side chick and had three side babies. And then because because the man was crazy, basically the mom was like, you don't need to see the kids because you're fucking nuts. And then what does he do? He decides he wants to be crazy and try to kill his kids by almost trying to run into a telephone pole. So that's the reason why she didn't want you seeing your kids. And then when he left the mom's home and went with his aunt, he then was mad at the aunt because she was getting food stamps because there was one more mouth to feed in that household other than her family and her kids.
Yeah, he said women take food stamps too much. Like, what?
I'm like, oh, okay. So what was you supposed to eat? Grass, motherfucker? If she couldn't have fucking afford it and you brought your goofy ass over there, then what was she supposed to do?
Yeah, he was insane. I was like, it's so wrong with you, sir.
And he came up day after day after day, and he was up there for hours. And I mean hours, literally just like these black bitches, blah, 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 blah. And then he waits like a month and a half down the line, changes his avatar and his name, and then comes back and say we need to protect black women. Like
Yeah.
we didn't know it was him.
And like we didn't recognize his voice.
Right. Like he had the same mush mouth voice. Like you can't change that. You can change your name, you can change your picture, but you can't change your voice. And I'm just in the chat like I'm steady writing it in caps. Taz, that is James. Don't listen to what he's saying. He's on bullshit. That is James. And then I went up there. I knew Taz wasn't gonna let
It
me on
was
the panel.
me, you, and Queen.
Yeah, we went up there and was like in the back chat, Taz, that's James. And then Taz was like, "Are you James?" And then he was like, "No." I was like, "That is James." Stop. I was like, "Why you keep coming around? Like we don't even like you. Why you keep coming around? Stop coming
Right, he
around
was such a
us."
weirdo.
Yeah, you keep coming around us like we want you here, and that's the issue. Like if you sit there and say that Taz has a whole chat room full of disrespectful ass black women, why do y'all keep coming around? It's like you like abuse or something. Like if you say
Lord.
we're so disrespectful and all that, why do you keep coming around us and trying to engage in conversations with us?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows why he did that?
But that's got to be one of the funniest things I seen on that channel. He
I
really
just
just
believe
came.
some people just have some mental illness, and they just get on these panels and display it. They just want to show
Oh
the world
yeah,
how crazy they are.
oh yeah, introverted cuss. She brought up the other part of the story when he lost his CDL because he tried to run that car into a telephone pole. So he
Right.
lost his CDL and he blamed that on his mama. I thought it was his mama, not his aunt. I thought it was his mama that he blamed it on because she wouldn't let him take the kids. He took the kids, put them in the car, and tried to run into a telephone pole. Lost his CDLs, and then he blamed that on his mama.
Lord. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it's just, and that's the same. He the same one also who was saying that he suspected his daughter was being sexually abused, but
Hmm.
he didn't know, and then he wasn't doing anything about it. Like he wasn't trying to
Right.
get it investigated. He wasn't trying to ask her more questions. He wasn't trying to do nothing.
Hmm.
But he thought his little daughter was getting abused,
So
and
what was
just
the
Yep.
left it
purpose
at
of
that.
him bringing that up? Just to talk about something?
Who you talking to?
No, I said, what was the purpose of him bringing that up? Just to have
Oh, I
some.
thought you
Yeah.
said. I thought you for a
Oh,
second there. I thought James hopped his ass on the panel. I was about to cuss. I was about to say, you stupid bitch. Like,
I don't know what made him bring that up.
no,
That
he
was.
just brought it up because what he used to do is he used to come on Nyla's channel. And then Nyla got sick of his shit because he kept coming up there talking about black women need to be sacrificed and we need to be killed and all this other stuff. And then Nyla just got sick of his shit. Taz came on there and was and he started coming to Taz channel and talking that same bullshit. And then he like a month and a half went by after he had constantly came on the panel talking hella shit about black women. A month and a half went by, and then he tried to come up and change the way he talked.
Mm-hmm.
And then he left when the gig was up, and we kept telling that we was like, that's James Taz, like, because he was talking and everything, and Taz was like engaging in a conversation with him, and I was like, that's James, the same dude that said that black women need to be sacrificed so they can be
Yeah.
so they can be basically next to white men with power. So white men will share the power with them.
Hmm. I was like, Lord.
I don't know
That,
why he brought it up. He
I
would
had.
just
I don't
call
know
in and
why
bring
that
up
man.
random ass stories and stuff. He brought
Yeah,
up
they would
random
just
ass
bring.
stories.
I would never talk about something like that online. I just don't get it.
Yeah, he told all the business about how his mom was a horrible mom because she just would not let his dad see them. But then his dad tried to kill him.
Yeah.
But his
But
mom
the
was
bad
still
thing
horrible.
was
And he's
everything was her
grown, and
fault.
his mom is still a horrible mom, even after he told us his dad tried to kill him.
Hmm.
And his dad is literally the king of his universe, but his mom is horrible. And his aunt is horrible because she got welfare when he came into her house. And she
I
already had kids.
I remember that.
It was bad.
It was horrible. Like I was just like, this dude is nuts. Like I was like, he is
Yeah,
absolutely nuts.
he was crazy.
He was crazy. I was like, so you are satisfied like you're literally caping for a dad to turn your mom into a 3-time baby mama side chick and then tried to kill you and then wasn't taking care of you like he was supposed to because he had 7 whole kids across town with another woman that he was with. And then your dad, instead of him getting custody of y'all, your aunt had to take on the responsibility. And you still mad at your mom and you still mad at your aunt, but you're not mad at your dad.
Yeah,
That shit was crazy.
it was real crazy.
He was
I
nuts.
I just think
He
that
remember he
conversation
said
I
he
was
had a
on the phone.
militia
What I
of
missed?
200 black men that was going to go out there and kill black women.
Yeah, I
He
remember
said he
that.
had a militia of 200 black.
I said,
Okay.
Lord, I was like, I'm scared of this man.
No, I told him come with it because I got the type of rounds that explode
I'm
on
sorry.
impact. So
I'm sorry, Rochelle. I be scared of men like that. A man talking about killing up a bunch of women.
No, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I'm gonna have my battle buddies help me hide the body.
Preach, preach.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, all I gotta do is tell my battle buddies he tried to kill me. If you coming near me and you talking about killing black women and stuff, and you being aggressive and being angry and stuff, I'm automatically gonna think you're trying to kill me, especially when you said that black women need to be sacrificed and killed. So then I'm gonna do what I need to do, and then I'm gonna get some battle buddies that I trust, and then yeah,
That's
the battle
crazy.
buddies. Let's just say we know some people that got pig farms.
Like you got daughters and you talking like that. Something is
Yeah, and
mentally
he had
Yeah, and
three.
he got daughter. He was
He had
saying it
three
around his
daughters.
daughters.
right.
His daughters
Something,
was right there.
His
He had a
daughters was
baby girl
there.
and two older girls.
yeah, something
And
is
I was just like, and we kept saying, like, "Are you okay?" Because
No,
I
and he
remember
was like,
asking
"You
him, like, "You
talking
know,
like
your
this?"
babies is right there."
Yeah, they were right there in the house. He was calling them over to try to put them on the line. It was bad. I
Yeah,
was just
we
like,
had to
"Oh
tell
my
him,
god, I
"Don't
feel
show your
sorry for
kids
him."
online." That's why I was like, I think this man has some mental illness.
And
Like something wrong with him.
we was trying to figure out where he was so we can call CPS on his ass. Like, what the hell? Like,
Right? Don't
you're
put
you're
those
an unfit
babies
ass dad.
online, and then
You
you talking
online
all
for five
crazy.
hours talking bad about black women while your three daughters is in the house with you. And it was literally like 5 hours.
Hmm.
That one time when his kids was with him, it was 5 hours.
not to make no excuses, but it sounds like he got a lot of trauma going on. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, he got
The
a lot of
trauma came from his
trauma.
daddy trying to kill him. That's what it
That's my whole. Yeah, I believe that. And he blames everything on his mother and his aunt when all they try to do was just make up for what
Yeah,
the
the
father
mom,
couldn't do because he had seven other kids.
because he wanted the
it's more to
mom.
it.
He wanted
It's
the mom to still allow the dad to see him, even though he admitted that the mom felt like the dad was off, basically. And then, of course, when he tried to come and get the kids, her and her family, they did what they had to do because he's fucking crazy. And he got mad and he stuck the kids in the car and tried to run into a telephone pole. Or didn't he run? Did he run into a telephone pole? I know he lost his CDLs, and then he blamed that on his mom too. I'm like, so you blame that on your mom with your dad trying to kill
Hmm.
you, trying to run into a telephone pole.
so introverted. It's more to it than just that, bro. You know what I mean?
Could
Uh,
be.
if a person is willing to bring a person in, right? That's not their child, then they're willing to help. It's when the person that they're willing to help is not willing to be helped. So at 20 plus, I guarantee you, as a man or young man or male, guarantee you he's letting his little nuts hang, talking crazy, talking
Yeah,
like
he
he
admitted
running
that he
shit.
was
And so you
disrespectful.
gotta understand, and I can speak like that because my 20-year-old tried that same shit.
Oh Lord.
And he thought he was gonna be able to just uh do whatever he want to do in and out of my door. And it don't work like that. It don't work like that. So
Yeah, so
the
he was.
auntie, right? The auntie put him out and he's saying, oh,
Wait,
it was because of her
were you there
boyfriend.
listening?
No, I'm actually addressing a comment in the chat from Infrared.
Oh, I was about to say that's exactly what he said. He was being disrespectful as fuck. She put him out the house, and he was mad at her for that, and he was mad at her because she got on welfare when he came. And I think his siblings came too, but I can't
Yeah, his
quite remember.
siblings
So
came
I
too.
know for sure he came,
He
and
said his siblings
she
came.
got on welfare and got on food stamps because she already had children, and she had a man in the house, whether it was the husband or whatever the case may be, and she got on welfare when they came, and he got mad saying that she accepted welfare. And I'm like, well, what the hell was she supposed to feed you? Garbage? Grass? What was she supposed to feed you? Was you gonna go out and get a job?
Yeah, man, that's just he got a lot of maturing to do. Whoever this dude is, James.
And James in his 40s. Like
Yeah, that's an old man.
he in
Well,
his
he ain't
40s.
old, but he too old to be acting like that.
Then, of course, he decided he wanted to tell us he makes $200,000 a year with a food truck, but his baby mama's on Section 8. And he was bashing her for that.
And we was like, well, why your baby mama on
Why your
Section
baby
8?
mama on Section 8 and you make 200,000 a year? Then he cammed up and I looked at that house. I was like, that is not a $200,000 a year house. That's a Section 8 house right there, which you was living in right there. That's Section 8 all the way. That shit looked pathetic. I was like, no. I was like, dude, you lying. He was mad. I was like, you lying.
But you know, every man on this here internet say they make over 6 figures.
Yeah, they always make six
No, I
figures. They're
don't.
always married,
I
and
don't make six figures at all.
yeah, no,
No,
they
I'm
always
just
say
saying
no, not
the ones
you.
that be
I'm just saying the
lying.
ones that we actually get into it with that come with the smoke to us to Taz's channel because they always come over there with the fucking smoke. So they come over there and they always make six figures. They always can show you 20 to 30 to 50,000 dollars, but they never show it. They always got some type of car that's like a foreign type of car. They always got that, but they never show it. They always are married or they're not married, but when they're not married, it's usually fuck black bitches, they ugly, they ain't shit. They always say shit like that. It's nothing new.
Yeah,
The sad
I
thing
be
is, like, that kind of stuff don't even bother us anymore.
No, it don't.
Nobody.
Like
We
the
don't
dude,
even care.
he was like, fuck black bitches ain't shit. I was like, yeah, but what about that 50,000 you said you was gonna show?
I don't even
Like
care
that.
no more. That
That's what
kind
I
of
said
stuff
in the chat.
used
I
to
was like, yeah,
affect
yeah, yeah.
me
But anyways, the 50,000.
and hurt my feelings. Like when I would hear men speak like that about black women. But I could care less.
I don't give a fuck what they say as far as what they think about black women. As far as I'm concerned, like, and people can ask me this all day. Black women, we the best of the women, and I'm sure other women of other races feel like they're the best women, and that's fine. They have the absolute right to feel that way. But you can't tell me that black women aren't the fucking best. I don't care. I don't care. We the best. I don't care
Yeah.
what people say about
Yeah, black
makeup,
men the best. Talk
huh?
about.
no, just,
I mean, shit. If you're a black man and you feel like black men are the best, then that's what you feel like.
And
cause some
that's
of
fine.
these we ain't claim
man,
we
ain't
ain't
nothing better than
ordained all
us.
of these
I don't know.
dudes.
I don't know what.
All of them
I
don't
don't know what
I'm
the
represent
word
sorry.
is.
us.
I'm
But ain't
sorry.
nothing
I
better
feel
than us.
like ain't nothing better than us. Period.
Nah, that's fact. That's fact.
You know what
I
I mean?
wouldn't ask for a better mother, a better wife, better sister, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm not married no more, I still appreciate it, what me and my wife had and what she represents to my children still. So nah, I wouldn't change that for nothing.
No,
Mhm.
I'm just saying as far as people always trying to come around and tell us we ain't shit, we got funky ass attitudes. And I do. I got
It
a bad
feel
ass
good to
attitude.
hear the confidence of black women too though, because
Yeah.
we
And
done
that we
heard a lot of
ugly and I'm like, yeah, you know,
downtrodden too.
like what I think one dude was sitting there talking about my curls in the picture. I was like, yep, that's fine. Why you so fucking feminine though? Like why you talking about my curl? Why you talking about my hair? He thought first of all he thought it was weave. I'm like, okay. Well, even if it was weave, I don't give a fuck. You still a bum. You still raggedy as fuck. You still dusty, and nobody gives a fuck about you. And
Exactly.
Especially when you trying to play this petty standard game, like, and I see why people go there. That's why I be telling people like, stop patronizing each other. Once we play that game of I got 6 figures, what you trying to make it seem like I ain't nothing if I don't make 6 figures? So of course somebody gonna chop you down after you do that type of stuff to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
I
yeah,
mean,
like
Mhm.
it should
like
be a
today.
flag. It should be a flag that raises. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When a person even speaks like that, you know what I'm saying? We should
It
already
is a
know
flag
that.
that's raised
Like
immediately.
right. We should know how to deal with
Yeah, we
that.
want
Like,
to see it
man,
because they always say I can show you right now. I got 10 G's. I can show you right. I'm like, first of all, 10 G's ain't shit. Then they'll be like, I can show you right now 20 G's ain't shit either. I got that for my first fucking bonus of my contract. First damn contract, I got 20 G's. And then they'll say shit like this last dude, I got 50 G's. And then when we say show it, oh, you a fuck ass nigga. Don't come to LA and okay, but yeah, but show that 50 G's though. And while you at it, since you want to talk about you got 50 G's, here's my cash app since you're talking all that shit.
And my whole thing is, I don't like people poverty shaming people. Like, some people don't have it. So what? So, like, why are you saying it?
Right.
Some people don't have it, and it doesn't make
I
you
really
better
don't
than
like
them.
that.
I
I
hate
really don't
that.
like that shit either. Like I really don't. It's so fucking annoying. It's like, dude, don't nobody got to go around and tell what the fuck they make and everything. Like you talking about 50 G's and all this other shit. Like, yeah, a lot of people don't have 50 G's and everything, but obviously you ain't happy with your fucking 50 G's because you on a damn panel crying and whining and talking shit and mad just because the topic was femicide.
Mm.
Like you took black femicide and turned it into I got 50 G's. If you come to LA, I'm gonna beat your ass and I got a Lexus. I'm like, nigga, a Lexus is not even expensive. What the fuck is you talking about? I can see if you said a
Wait,
Lambo or something.
wait. A man saying that he gonna beat a woman ass?
Yeah.
No, he said he was gonna beat Taz's ass. But I have
Oh,
had a
No, but
man
no,
say,
no. Let me tell you. No, they do threaten women too.
yeah,
They
they
do.
threaten women too. They do threaten. I had a man threaten me numerous times. I had a man say that I need to have a rope tied around my neck and dragged down the street with a
hold
car.
on. I know he didn't go colonizing.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, they go.
No, you
They
want to
go
know what's
crazy.
crazy? It was on my TikTok, and I'm on recruiting duty, so I went to a JROTC event. I got invited to a JROTC event because I was the army recruiter for that high school. So they invited me, so I showed up in my dress uniform. The Marines was there in their dress in his dress uniform, and the Navy was too, and so was the Air Force. So I
Mm-hmm.
took a picture with the Marines because I know the Marine recruiter because he's in the same office building as us. So I took a picture with him. That motherfucker called me a bed wench and told me that I need to have a rope tied around my neck and dragged down the street just off of a picture.
What?
Yes. And I'm
What?
not even and the crazy thing is I'm not even messing with the Marine. The Marine was a Hispanic man. I'm not even
Yeah.
messing with the
I
Marine.
figured it had something to do with like
It's
racism.
because you took a picture with the man. Lord.
I
But you
took
know what
and it
killed me
wasn't even a
though?
picture that looked like we were together or anything. It was literally me standing in front of him with the phone in my hand like a selfie. And he was behind putting up the peace sign. And I took a picture like that. And that motherfucker said I need to be dragged down the street with a car with a rope around my neck.
And you know what killed me about that is people always trying to take their anger out on the person they really ain't got no smoke with. Like you think she the easy target, but you see she not playing. But here it is, you mad at the man for real. Cause you don't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You don't want him to get something you can't get. I ain't gonna lie to you. I always been an incredible person. I always wanted to see other people with stuff, even if it was something that I thought was valuable too. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I'm happy for you. You feel me? Now, if the relationship don't work out, I ain't gonna be the one to be like I told you so. But I'm be like, dang, I guess it was cool while it lasted. Shoot,
Yeah,
for real.
no. I was like, yeah. I don't give a fuck. And your mom should have drunk a Drano shake before she had you.
Whoa. I think I hear the twins. Twins, y'all need to go to the room.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
scared. Like,
I bet they
how you
done
gonna
got
come
so
at me
big though.
crazy like that? And you don't even. And it was so. It's like literally, he came under my picture. He went to my profile on TikTok, looked through my profile because he saw me make comments and stuff under like a video and stuff. So he went and looked on my profile, found that picture, and he's not the only one. There is literally have been numerous black men that have come on that picture and was talking shit about me, called me a
Oh,
bad
that's
wench, saying
crazy.
all types of stuff, and they don't even know me.
So how
All from
often do
that
you be
picture.
on TikTok, Renee?
Huh?
How often you be on TikTok?
I don't be on TikTok a lot. I probably got like maybe 5 pictures on TikTok.
No, I'm
Maybe.
trying to. That's done became my new little world over there. I be trying to promote the league and everything over there. So
No, I don't
if
be
you
on
run
TikTok.
across gold mine over there, that's me. That's
I be
me.
on YouTube way more than I be on TikTok. Like
Me
TikTok,
too. Like I be trying to be on TikTok, but I just don't be over there.
It's a different.
And,
It's like a different pace. You know what I'm saying? Like
mhm.
a lot of
yeah,
people
I
don't
don't.
even know they
Tik-
go live over there. Like
Yeah, TikTok is not. It's not really my stilo essentially because I be on attack mode when I see black women getting attacked.
right,
They
and
be
they
and
don't
they
even.
attack them all
Yep,
the time on TikTok, and I'm sick of that shit. So
bro.
yes, I absolutely be on attack mode. So
Guess
I
what?
really
I
don't
done
got
got
going on there.
bananas so many times because, and we call it banana because it's called getting banned. But they don't allow you to say that on live, so I get used to certain jargon, so I don't slip up and say it. But I done got bananas so many times over there because of that. You know what I mean? Like they done been over. Like people will pop in the chat and say disrespectful stuff to the black women over there, and they'll let me know what they saying, and of course, I address it from my side. And next thing I know, the person to click on my stream and get me banned, like, cause people can complain about you, just like people can make like complaints in the neighborhood or like call the police without leaving their name, anonymous stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, people can come in your room, and if they don't like your energy, they can say you doing hateful stuff, and until your page get reviewed, you lose your page. But
Really?
yeah,
But
cause like I'm bananas right now.
then I had a picture. It was literally just a picture of me, and under the picture, this dude came under the picture, and he must have looked at the same picture that they keep attacking me about. Same damn picture with the Mexican Marine recruiter. So he must have looked at that. So he commented under the picture of just me, and he was like, "So I don't know what you're gonna do when the pink people get taken out and everything, and it's nothing but us left." And I'm like, "What?" I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what? So I purposely said something to piss him off. I was like, what do you mean? The Chinese is gonna come. He was, he was
Lord.
so mad. Like he cussed me out and everything. And I was like, yeah, I ain't got time to deal with your ugly ass. Like you ain't even on my level. I was like, go do something productive, like build a clubhouse.
Mm-mm-mm.
You ain't tell that man that, did you?
I told him that. I said, go build a club. I told him you can either go build a clubhouse, go fill out a job application, or
Renee,
go get castrated. Go do something.
Renee.
Renee be letting them folks have it, boy. I,
They keep fucking with me. Like, why are you coming over here bothering me under my pictures? Like,
You
and then
fix-
you're not even saying nothing. You're not even saying nothing that's positive or anything. You're not saying anything like, that's a nice picture, sis, or just anything positive. You can even say something like what you cooked today. They don't even say shit like that. Like they just come over there calling me bed
but
wenches and I need to be
but you
dragged by the
remember,
rope and
But you remember what you said earlier. You feel me? People be able to stand next to us and we don't know who they is. So at some point in life, we gotta learn to appreciate when people do bullshit so we know who the bullshitters is. You feel me? Like, cause sometimes people are able to blend in. And even upon questioning, they still let you know they own bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So once a person let you know they own bullshit, just recognize that's a bullshit. And if you feel like taking out some energy because you got a lot of things going on, take it out on his ass. He deserved it. But don't get it twisted. He was just practice. He ain't really our problem or our purpose. You feel me? He
no,
just
I had one dude where somebody actually made a response video to what he said to me because he came on
dang, that's what's up.
no, he came on my comment talking and everything. Then he said something about thousands of years ago being kings or something. I said, well, I mean, what you want me to do about that? I was like, you the one that let they motherfuckers come and take your kingdom. And
Oh
then he got
shit.
mad. He got mad and was like, where you at? Like he
You better slow down, Renee.
tried to fight. The dude made the response video. He was like, "This is a bullshit." He was like, "Why you want to know where she at? You really about to try to fight a woman?" He said
mm-mm.
the only thing he said in
It go
response to
down on
that was, "Where
TikTok,
you
y'all.
at?"
It
I
go
was
down on
cracking.
TikTok. It
I
go
was
down.
cracking up. I said, "The same place my pistol is at."
You feel me? It goes down on TikTok, y'all.
That's why I don't
Okay.
go in there like that anymore because I'm tired. I'm sure that if I go look right now, somebody probably said some fucked up shit under my picture.
But you know you can block their ass, Renee. You love all the smoke. You with the shit too.
Yeah, because they keep trying to come and rattle my cages, and I gotta let them know, and then I block them.
Now we know why you in the cage, because you dangerous. Girl. You was dangerous. You you would make a man feel like you just cut him from the inside and split his guts out. He should have never said shit to you.
I know because it's like, why do you keep coming to fuck with me? Like, why are you fucking with me? So now I'm gonna
And
bruise
then,
your
and
ego, and then
then
I'm gonna
bake them
block
in the sun, Renee. You bake that man in the sun after you cut him wide open. Just let him die by way of the sun and being wide open.
you.
Like,
Yeah,
God
it's
damn,
so
he told that man a new one.
No, it's just it's like stop coming for me. I'm not even doing that. I don't even. It's like I'm not doing nothing to you, and it just be random people. They're not even following me. They just be
Man,
random ass men that will come and say some bullshit
I
and just
wish
be on.
y'all would debate though, Renee, because we need that energy. Because it be so many of these people over here be thinking they know
Mm,
what they talking about.
No, I mean, I can do the research and debate, but
Women are
my
surgical
patience
with
is
that.
very limited when it comes to stupidity. And Tequila knows this about me. The one thing I cannot stand is stupid people. I can't,
Hey,
especially when you're willfully stupid. I can't
I don't
stand
think
just.
I don't
I
think
can't
it's nothing
stand it.
wrong with you saying stupid during the debate. I think you can say that. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
you be all right.
because then I when they say something crazy, I hit below the belt, and
Hey,
so
no, look, cause I know you know how to do this too. You know how you put the customer service jargon on, where you get a person together, but you don't cuss them out. Yeah, you know how to do that, Renee. Come on now, you can put them right on together. So
I don't know.
you
I
don't know how
mean,
to, what?
I mean,
I'm
I
I'm
have done it. I have done it in
I'm
recruiting where
surgical with that shit.
somebody has told me when I was talking to them and they were saying something about the Air Force. And I was like, well, I asked him, so I was like, well, why do you want to go to the Air Force? And we're having a dialogue back and forth. He wanted to go to the Air Force because he thought the Air Force was safer. And I'm like, no, like, and I was being honest with him. I'm like, no, every military branch has the potential to possibly deploy. Like, you still can deploy when you're in the Air Force. The Air Force is not as safe as any other branch. So he got mad, and it's this dude from Chicago. He got mad and sat there and told me to take my ass overseas and get killed then.
Wow.
Yes. He got mad and said that. I said, well, first and foremost, I've never been overseas. So if you're gonna sit there and run your mouth about something, make sure you know what you're talking about.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Then he said something, he said some type of threat under his breath. I said, well, first of all, you're not gonna do shit to me. Let's just get that out. Let's just get that out your brain.
Got it.
And
Hey,
I'm just
but
like,
guess what?
oh,
She working her magic though, because when you cover that kind of ground that fast, Tequila, this is something I'm learning, and I know you know, because I'm pretty sure you know, you sweet when you need to be, but you get people together when you need to too. But she covering that ground so fast for those that's listening. That person got to think like 3, 4 times because she's hitting him just as fast as he's saying shit even harder. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like when you
Yeah.
get hit hard, you be stunned for a minute. So you damn sure ain't finna do nothing.
no, like this one dude wrote a comment. He wrote a comment on the sins thing. I don't know why they keep coming to sins thing, just writing comments. So he wrote a comment asking her about when she gonna stop doing something involving some weave or something. I said, well, when the fuck your ass gonna stop being so subjugated? When the
Who?
fuck your ass gonna go out there and get a job? When the fuck your ass gonna get motherfuckers' knees off your neck? When you gonna do that shit?
Wow.
And then he
Jesus.
sat there. Then he said something about my hair being weave and all this other crap and everything. I said, yeah, it can be weave all it wants to be, but you still haven't answered my questions. I was like, no, don't get silent on me now. I need answers. I need answers. Since you like to ask questions, I need answers. I was like, well, let me tell you why I'm gonna be. I was like, I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna tell you why I would wear weave. I will wear weave because I don't want to mess with my real hair. I want it to grow, and I don't want to have any type of heat damage when I want new styles. Now, why don't you answer the question and tell me why the fuck you so damn subjugated? And why you sitting up in this chat asking about weave and you a whole man? Answer that. He stopped talking to me. I was like, no, I want to have a I was like, I want to have a back and forth dialogue with you. I really want to know. I want to know why you sitting your black ass in this chat worried about weave. After that, I just trolled him. I just kept picking with him. I was just like, oh, so you ain't gonna answer the question?
And he ain't never answered.
No, you didn't have an answer.
Dang. Yeah.
I mean, I
Me
want to know.
personally, I be tapping out. I just be like, you know what? I can't talk to you. I
Yeah,
can't talk to
you have a different level of impatience. You have like a nice, nasty type of impatience. I need to be more like you.
you.
When I grow up, I want to be like you. I don't want
Yeah.
to. I don't want to be
It,
mean like that.
I don't have it in me to do it.
It's too
No,
late.
because this is the thing with your type of nice nasty. It's like I think that shakes people more because people don't know how to react to the nice nasty. I mean,
It's the
yeah, okay. When I
calm
come
tone.
with the type of shit that I come with, some people it does take them a moment
It's
to
the
think
calm
about it,
tone.
and then they have to come with a comeback.
It's
But
Regina.
I think with yours, because you're nice, some people will back off because they're like, well, damn, I really don't have like, why am I arguing with this nice woman? Like she's nice. That just looks like bullying.
No, it's the tone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the tone.
Yeah, no,
That's what you're
my
talking
tone,
about.
my tone is
It's
vicious.
not nothing nice about a direct, calm tone. There's nothing nice about that. Just to let you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I still want to be more like Tequila because I don't know. Like I'm literally the stereotypical like mean black woman. Like literally.
The
If
thing
if
is,
I'm in an argument with you, if I'm in an argument with you, I come off extremely aggressive. So it's like, no, I want to be more like Tequila. That's what I want to be like. I was just saying this on another panel. I was like, I want to learn to be more patient. And I am more patient. I mean, now at this point I don't put my hands on people anymore. So it's
Just don't treat everybody like they're in the military.
no, actually I treat people in the military more respectful because I don't want to lose my career. But
But you direct though.
I'm
You
direct
very
with
direct. So
in recruiting is different though because you don't have soldiers underneath you in recruiting like you would in the regular army job. In the regular army job, when you reach a certain level of leadership, which is where I am, you have soldiers underneath you that have to follow your instructions and different things like that. And so with them, I try to treat them, of course, with the utmost level of respect and don't try to come reckless with them because it's like, first of all, like I said, I don't want to lose my career because I'm like this close to reaching that six-figure game. So I don't want to lose my career. Plus, me and my kids, we live off those type of benefits. So I don't need that type of smoke in my life when it comes to that. And also, a lot of times when it comes to soldiers and me being a leader, I understand that there's talking to them directly, there's always something that could be going on in their life that you can try to help them with. And then they won't come off the way that they come off. Or they won't be the type where they're being lazy and they're slacking off and stuff like that. There could be a legitimate reason behind it. And when you're face to face and you're a leader and you're talking to them and you're like, what can I do to help you? It comes out usually. But these motherfuckers on the internet, nah, no. I'm way more vicious.
Say
But
it to
internet,
Tiger Vicious.
the
but
internet people.
Tequila's way I think is the right way.
You think
I
so?
wouldn't. Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the right way.
what you
Kid
think
I
said I
don't
want to
know.
get somebody
about
together.
Tequila?
But no, I don't want to get nobody together. That's the thing. Like you come crazy with me, I'm gonna say my words and then I'm gonna be done with it. That's it. I don't do the back and forth. I can't do back and forth.
Listen,
Kid
go,
said people
go get
talk crazy to me. I say my words and I'm done with it.
Exactly. That's what I want to be like because
Yeah, nah, that's right. That's exactly what
yes,
I want too, though, Renee.
yes, that's what I want to be like because on the internet, no, I'm gonna just keep going with your ass until you fucking leave.
Hey, I don't be like that just on the internet. I be like that in real life. I be like, man, why I
In real
can't
life,
stop, bro? Leave this alone.
no, in real life, I don't like to argue
You
very
know
much
what,
in real life
Mama?
because
I saw that side of you one time on Q's panel. We was on Q panel. I don't know what we were talking about. I don't even
Yeah,
know
they
what
had me
I
messed
don't know.
up. They
But
had me
you
messed up.
would not
Yeah.
concede your argument.
They would talk.
oh, by the
You know
way,
what it
gold
was.
mine, that was me.
That was that time when they
What
was
was you?
mixing it. They was
Yes,
mixing
that
up
was
the
me.
panel. They had them dang on red pillars on there, and I was like, "Hold on, bro, you sliding in some shit, and we ain't finna play like that."
No,
Man,
Goldmine, me and Goldmine had back and forth on Q's panel before.
oh
I don't
yeah,
know
that
about the
too.
red pill thing, but no, I still can have a back and forth with someone like Goldmine, and I still can come back and be respectful to Goldmine. But
Oh,
some of these
likewise.
niggas, I can't. I can't. Some of them it's just a one and done. Like I done heard you on other panels. You full of shit, and I'm never gonna respect
all
you.
the
So I'm gonna
time.
treat you like shit. But like now, even with talking with Goldmine, yes, we had a back and forth on the topic, but I still can talk to Goldmine like I got some sense.
Likewise, I can still talk to you like I got some sense because, like, I understand that sometimes our passions can get played against each other, but at the same time, I also understand where you coming from, even if it might not be where I've grown to or where I'm still in. You feel me?
Yeah,
So, cause
yeah,
it ain't like your standpoint is as drastic from mine. You know, drastic as a contrast from mine. So, it's just a
yeah.
difference
I
based
mean,
on experience.
as adults, any logical adult knows that everybody doesn't agree on everything. And there is
Right.
going to eventually be back and forths with people and different things like that. But like I said, there's just some of them. And I'm not naming no names, but there's some of them. I'm not going to back down. And I'm going to continue to talk what I talk. And I'm not going to leave it alone like Tequila will. I'm going to keep saying my piece until I either piss you off and you get off that panel like I did with Apex 3900.
I
Ooh.
said you were gonna say no name.
Oh, him? No, I'll say his name because that motherfucker. I need to make a trip to the army base in Hawaii so I can go ahead and make his ass drop and do push-ups because nigga, I'm a
Oh
higher rank
damn.
than you.
Oh damn. You better watch your mouth, G.
Well,
No,
I know for a
at all.
fact, like
Because no, I don't like
when
the.
I see people like him coming, I just jump off the panel.
No,
I be like,
no, because
everybody up.
remember, no, because remember, Tequila. I was on the panel and I was talking to Q, and we was literally the
Man, shout
topic
out to
we were
Q
talking
Butter.
about. Literally, the thing we were talking about. We was talking about because I said that men tend to be crybabies when they're in the shower with women, and they complain about our water being too hot.
Hey, don't be like that now.
No, that's how I feel.
Nah, I'm
Like,
messing with you. That's the truth, though.
right?
That's the truth. That's the fucking
No, it
truth.
don't be
Yeah,
hot like
men do
that.
cry about the hot water.
But
Yes,
guess
they
what?
cry about the
This
hot
how you
water.
can tell the difference, though. Men who are like I was trying to, explain my standpoint earlier. Men who are more attentive with a woman than, like in a balanced manner. I have grown accustomed to hot water in the shower because I take showers with my woman. You know what I'm saying? So here it is with each woman, like a relationship that I done went to, it's been like, darn, are you already with it? Like that ain't even been an issue. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when do you go past that if you really want to be with women? Is what I be wanting to ask dudes. Like,
Yeah, so me and Q was having like a little friendly back and forth. I was like, no, y'all just be whining because he was talking about the water be hot as fuck. And I'm like, y'all just be whining about the water. It don't be hot. We be in that water and we don't complain about it. We like that type of water and
but
how
you know
hot it
y'all
is.
pain threshold is crazy though, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
I love
I
y'all.
think the
Y'all is
water feels fine.
amazing, bro. I don't know how women are still standing, but they are just that strong. You
Oh
feel me?
yeah, you talking
Just
about
that strong.
birthing children and stuff. Yeah, I get that, but I was talking about the shower water. And
Now
then
I'm
he
just
hot.
saying y'all born with certain capacities that some niggas gotta rise to. That's why women are there to
But you know what?
level us
I
up.
noticed that because
You gotta rise to the occasion. Like
the
don't let a woman make you feel less than.
I don't
Rise
even
to the occasion. Let her make you better like she's supposed to.
Skin be all
I don't
red and
even
shit.
understand that. So you,
Meanwhile, ours is fine.
I never I never would have thought that would have been a conversation for real. Like,
That hey bro, that's how you know when dudes ain't been around women for real, bro. We got past that the first time we stayed the night with a woman. And we was like what,
what
20?
nigga, wait,
Like, come on, G.
what is we talking about?
What the fuck?
Hot water, my nigga. What the
Like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, you like it
yeah.
hot?
I don't know
Okay.
how that
That's why I
topic
let my
came
woman
about.
stand in the water. Shit, it's hot enough
Yeah,
for me to stand outside the water. I'm cool.
the fuck is we
Shit.
talking about,
yeah. I don't know how that topic came about when we had that topic, but we were just talking about literally people,
man?
the men sitting there talking about y'all water be super hot, the whole bathroom be extremely steamy.
I'm
You
Right?
trying to tell
get
you,
out the
it be like a
bathroom and you
sauna
open
in
the
that
door.
thing, a whole
Yeah,
spa effect.
yeah. That's how it be. Like you can't
It
even
be
see yourself in the
beautiful.
mirror. Like,
It
yeah,
be beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
you
Yeah,
gotta wipe the mirror to see yourself.
and then he hopped his ass up there talking about talking about abortions and all this other stuff. And so I snapped on him. And then he got to sitting there making threats at me and stuff and everything, talking about he was going to come where I at. And I was like, dude, you don't even fucking make enough to come where I'm at. You better sit your ass down somewhere.
You talking
Wow.
about
Talking
outside
about
the queue?
talking about before you go bankrupt trying to find me.
You
My
said
bad. Go
Q?
ahead, sure.
No, it wasn't Q.
Oh,
It was
Oh no.
Apex 3900, aka
And yeah,
Apex
that's the
Predator. That's what
weird
I
stuff
call him.
that I'm talking about. I think it's because we frequent spaces where they don't like I guess the channel holders, and I guess most of the people that are in those
They
the
follow
comment
us.
section, the followers. So we could just be having just a conversation like we're having right now, talking
And they
about
will
hot
just pop
water,
up out the
and then they'll
woodworks
pop
and
up and
say
say
something
something
crazy.
really crazy.
Be
And then when they
disagreeable.
start talking crazy, I'll be like, okay, all right, bye bye.
yeah.
No, they like,
Yeah,
oh shit. The women that be over on Taz's channels over here. Let me go ahead and pop up on the panel real quick and just
Oh, okay.
that's what
Okay.
they do. And then they come up there. That's what he did. He came up there. He was mad as hell talking to me after a while. At first, he tried to act like he was just there to rattle my cages. But then I pissed him off. I was like, you broke as fuck. I was like, you 30 some years old. You joined the army when you was in your 30s. And nigga, you live in the barracks with some damn
Hold
19,
on,
18
man.
year olds.
She dirty. Hold on, bro.
He was he
Yeah, you
was
know
so
what?
he was so heated. I said, you can't even afford to come where I'm at. I know what you make, nigga.
Hey, Renee, guess what, though? You know I'm on your side, right?
I'm not gonna disrespect you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, she told that man.
No,
She said,
the only reason I didn't like him is because he came on Taz's panel before and he was saying how he got this woman that was on the base because she was a soldier as well, and it really pissed me off. He said he was buying her liquor to get her drunk so he can have sex with her.
mm, hold on. That ain't, but nah, Renee, that ain't as bad as what you just said. She
No,
said,
I didn't
she
like that
said,
shit.
Renee went gangsta on him. You know how they be like, you 36 in the karate class, or you in your 30s joining the gang. She said, man, you joined the military. That killed me, bro. I was running across the room like, what the fuck?
No, he was on Taz's panel talking hella shit. He was talking shit about his baby mama and everything. He got her pregnant, and then he tried to sit there and say, and then I proposed to her, but she told me no. But now that I joined the army, now she regrets it and she wants me back. And then he
Man,
got
that's
to talk.
every military dude's story, man. Man, you better get the fuck out of here.
And
That
then he
shit.
got to talking about how he was trying to get this girl drunk so he could have sex with her. And I thought that was fucked up. I'm like, you don't do
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that.
Come on now. That's
So
socially
after that,
awkward.
he's public enemy number one to me. So when he came up on Q's panel, I gave him that work. He was mad. He was threatening me and everything. I said, "Yeah, and when you come over here, you leaving in a body bag with no face. Just know
Now I
that."
don't mean it, cause like Q Butter, that's my guy. You feel me, man? But every time you say Q, cause we got this weird stench around here. We got this guy named Cube, right? So every time you say Q, cause of your accent, I be hearing Cube. I'm like, man. So can we get a little butter to the Q? You know what I'm saying? Cause
I don't
I
have
ain't,
an.
I ain't trying to fall out with you either. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I have an accent though. Do I have an accent?
You got your own accent. Where you from? Like Baltimore or something?
No, Tequila's from Baltimore.
Where you from?
I'm from the Midwest.
yep.
Oh,
You
what
got it.
part?
You got it.
Like
Yeah,
the Lou. I forgot you. My bad. Let me.
Chicago-ish. I'm gonna leave
My
it at
bad.
that.
You 007. My bad. I forgot. You sure? FYI. Do not ask the homie any personal questions, cause she really with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a real hitter. She ain't gonna tell you nothing. She go hit you.
No, motherfuckers will probably
Nah,
try to
nah,
find
man. I
like
ain't.
that
You know.
goofy ass nigga. That goofy ass nigga might start a GoFundMe and try to come find me or some shit.
I mean, if he do, it's cause he in love. Like,
And you know,
cause
I don't ask no nothing personal on this joint, man. You know,
Nah, he was threatening me. He was trying to literally come to fight me because of what I said, and I was like, dude, and
I
when you
was
come,
wondering if you was gonna finish that sentence.
huh?
None.
Yeah, I don't know. He was mad as hell. He dropped off that panel.
I seen you.
you know, see, you know.
I,
Sure, man. Hey, bro, this feel like the old day. But I really do wish more of the sisters
Yeah.
would join the
they
league.
didn't
Only
like it
reason,
a little.
huh?
They didn't like us over here.
I
Like
don't
they did.
care about
Yeah,
that. They
they
don't
don't.
like
I don't think people like me over here.
and who cares? They don't like me.
I
Who
don't know if
cares?
they like you or not. They tend to like. It seems like they like some men, but they don't. They don't like us over here. They
But you
didn't.
know what I have to do sometimes? I go away for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? People be thinking I'm over there just on TikTok, not thinking about y'all. Like, shoot, I be having y'all emblem in the background and everything. Like, I be representing for my people on YouTube because a lot of people over there on TikTok don't know nothing about what's going on YouTube. I'm like, darn, it's this many people in the world. It's a lot of people in the world, but I'm getting out here. But as far as the people that don't like y'all, those are people again that I call the red pillars.
Yeah,
Those people that are one sided.
yeah. They don't like
Um,
because of Taz.
yeah. But
I'm like,
and shout out to Taz for standing in the line of fire on that shit because
he stay in the line of fire because they
even
cannot
when he wanted to
stand
get
us.
out of it, he been saying he was gonna leave that shit alone, but people keep putting him in.
They they keep coming for us, and he just keep taking the hits. So I definitely appreciate because they be coming for us, like especially the women. They cannot stand us in his
But
chat.
you know what it is? It's just like a lot of things that's from the past that's outdated. Like, at one point in time, everything that was boring, awkward was gay. You know what I'm saying? Be like, man, this shit gay. You know what I'm saying? It was like some kind of adjective for whatever was born in awkward, right? And the same thing when it came to women in a male dominated world. You feel me? Certain things that was associated with women was viewed as awkward, like being intuitive, thinking outside the box, being creative. You know what I'm saying? They would call you queerish or gay for that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So when you think about that, it's still people that gotta work on that. So like, hey, whether they gotta learn adversity from dealing with people like yourself or Taz, hey, they gonna have to catch up because they behind. That shit outdated, my G.
Man, they tequila. They be coming at us reckless. They be calling us lesbians. They be saying all.
It's they fault if y'all is. Yeah.
Oh
They
Shout
be
yeah,
out,
they
calling us
they call
shout
me a
lesbians
out.
and
whole
everything.
Hold
lesbian,
on, real quick,
and I'm
y'all.
They
Let
like,
me
be
make a quick
what?
shout out. I gotta
what?
make a PSA. I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out to all the lesbians that like me though. I ain't even worrying about what these lanes talking about. They don't be lesbians around me though. Shout out to all y'all though. Shout out to you. You know who you are. You know who you are. I ain't gonna call y'all out by name because you probably got a girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we dumb. What else are we? We dumb. We ugly. We lesbians. We stupid. What else do they call us? They call us all types of stuff.
What
Like
was that
damn,
little
it's
meme?
damn,
Shut up,
it's hard.
stupid.
It's hard being in Taz chat. They be saying all types of shit about us.
Mm-mm-mm.
I
You
mean,
got
they be really trying to come at them, but shit, they just like, well, shit. Since y'all over there, we gonna go ahead and come for you. They be coming for tequila. They be coming for Queen Cascade. They be coming for all.
Oh, you
Somebody.
already know.
They
Y'all
even be making troll accounts with our names in it.
Man, that's sad. Y'all done
Like,
made it though. I told Swerve the same thing. I said when people start to emulate you, they give more attention to you than their own family. Oh, you in there, bro? You in
yeah,
their heart?
somebody made a troll account that said the real Rachelle Renee, and then put some ugly ass light skinned chick.
Mm-mm. They disrespectful. Somebody think they fuck.
I was so dead when I see. I was like, damn, you couldn't even steal my picture. You had to put some ugly ass buck teeth light skinned woman.
And come on now, you know that's your real picture. Quit playing.
I mean, yeah, but still, I think they made Queen Cascade pay. They made a troll account for her. Did they make one for you, Tequila?
Hey, was that on somebody's phone just now? Cause that shit, man, don't tell me that was
Girl, no. Thankfully they did. Well, maybe they did because somebody said that they saw me on some panel of a YouTuber I never even heard of, and they kept accusing me of it.
They probably did. If
So
it was
they was like,
multiple
you was
people,
on this man named Conscious TV, or I was like, what? Wait, what?
and didn't you say it was multiple people that said they saw you? So somebody made a troll
Yeah.
account.
There was multiple
Right,
people
yeah.
saying you was over there, and I'm like, wait a minute, my voice is very distinctive.
Yeah, and you got a Baltimore
Secondly,
accent.
Hey, y'all popping out here, dude. They making fake accounts trying to cloud chase. Oh yeah.
They made a fake account of Schwab's. The argument
Hey,
league. They came
hold
over
on,
there in
man. Hold on. They
Taz's
going
chat.
too far. They going too far.
They made a fake account and was talking about black women until we blocked them with the argument league name with the avatar picture.
Hey, they ain't shit. They ain't shit. Hell no.
I don't even know if Schwab know that.
They
Katrina
ain't
probably told
shit.
them though, because she was over there. They made a fake page.
They ain't shit out here in these YouTube streets.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I hate these motherfuckers. Like, are you serious?
Hey, bro, it's so many people it could be. It's a damn shame. That's the problem. The
I
fact
was
that it's
like,
so
oh, that's
many people
crazy.
that I feel like could have did that shit. That's the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the
it's
person said black women ain't shit. I think that's what the person said.
they had to throw that in there. Like, what?
Mhm.
It
Like,
said
no, good damn
argument
well
league with the
Suave ain't
picture.
said that.
Black women ain't shit.
Good damn well Suave ain't said that shit.
I know. I was so dead though.
Look, if he disagree with you, that's one thing. But you ain't finna just blanket a whole group of motherfuckers. Cause like even when we used to debate, he never used to like come at all the Israelites, even when he would go against certain things in the Bible and stuff. And I used to be like, man, how is he doing that? Cause we come from the streets, like nigga. I'm a Gemini. If I don't mess with you, it's fuck you with everybody with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Mhm.
I can't take no chances.
I know how you Gemini's rock.
Hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Y'all,
Let me
Watch your
tell
mouth.
you, y'all scary. Y'all scary too.
yeah, them
Y'all
I
switch
motherfuckers.
know,
up
cause
too
one
much.
minute is we love the world, and the next minute is fuck your mama and everybody can get it.
Right.
Right.
That's why I said y'all switch up too much.
I'm telling you, like the Gemini's, the Scorpios, and what else? Is
Mm-mm.
it Gemini's, the Scorpios? Is it the Cancers? I think it's the
Yeah.
Cancers too. Them the motherfuckers you gotta shoot. Like
Hey,
they
but guess what though? Guess what though?
Well, I'm a Cancer. I think Cancer women are different than Cancer men.
Nah, see, let
Cancer.
me tequila stop distinguishing the wrong way. That ain't the
Tequila, you a
distinction.
Cancer, you hiding your shit.
Nah, I'm a Gemini Cancer. Like, but my thing with that, what I'm gonna tell y'all is, there's a negative and a positive to every sign, right? Meaning, like, as we talk about, you gotta mature. You know what I'm saying? I had to recognize me being a Gemini and my ability to get along with everybody. It comes off as two-faced, but my intention is not to be two-faced. It is to get along with people. You feel me? So I had to realize over time that it's certain politics with certain people, and I gotta let them know, like, hey, bro, I ain't in that with you. You know what I'm saying? If you got an issue you need to handle, I go to make sure you get a fair fight. But you ain't finna tell me I gotta fight for that shit if that ain't my fight. You
See,
not.
Aquarius is we don't really get bad raps like the Geminis and all y'all. We don't get that. Like we they
I
tend
think it's easy to write certain signs off just because you can say, oh, they two-faced. It like, bro, you don't know nothing about no Gemini for real. We oscillate, meaning we can put ourselves in other people's shoes. Most people' problem is they can't understand people. They can't put themselves in other people's shoes. That's why they keep on disagreeing about simple, understandable shit.
I think the worst that I heard about an Aquarius is that we unbothered and
I mean,
flaky.
it can appear that way because y'all be so busy in y'all mind thinking and figuring out shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, actually, yeah, you're right. Because yeah, a lot of times I really don't care.
No, but you see how I said it though? See,
But I
some people just negative though. So the way they'll say it about anything, whether we talking about signs of your car, they be like, "Ooh, you think you somebody because you got a new car?" Instead of saying that's a nice car. You feel me? I
oh,
was like, shit. I understand Aquarius
I
is
like
they
your
want to
little
know
car.
shit.
They'll say some shit like, "I like your little car,
Yeah, I like your little
little
car.
car."
And see, the thing about an Aquarius also is, because my daughter's an Aquarius, like, she like to be around people that's teaching her shit. If you ain't teaching her nothing, she ain't got no patience for that shit. And you gonna see it.
Exactly.
She gonna
Exactly.
see it.
I'm
She
telling
gonna,
you, she's gonna be like me, where she absolutely is gonna just detect. She's
bro,
gonna
she is
disdain for
amazing.
stupid people. Like stupid people are the most nerve wracking people. Just ugh.
And I love her ability to distinguish because, like, man, that girl is so amazing to me. I don't like y'all gonna be mad at what I'm about to say next, but I be telling her mama leave her the hell alone, like, cause that girl got it. Like, we just need to make sure she got a safe environment to grow into herself. Don't create no situations that's gonna make her negative because as sure as she's amazing, she could be a different way. It can easily turn based on the environment you put her in when she feel like she gotta survive. So, with that being said, at this moment, her loyalty is to her family. So, why not make her feel like she the greatest thing alive? Shit, fuck out of here. She is to me like that girl. She be drawing. She be so thoughtful of other people. She be looking out for her siblings. She stay talking to me about. I mean, like she talked to me about a plethora of topics to the point I just be feeling at home with her. You know what I'm saying? Like she's different, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And tequila,
that's beautiful.
you talking about cancer girls tend to be different. No, my daughter is a cancer, and I was sitting there play fighting and wrestling with my daughter. Called
We
themselves
are different.
no, they called themselves trying to jump me or whatever. So I was just kind of around playing with them and stuff like that. And then I was like, all right, I'm about to, sit down. My daughter came up from the side and clocked me in my eye and scratched.
Whoa!
She scratched my pupil. And then the next day when I went to the hospital, because it wouldn't stop hurting and watering and stuff, and I found out it was a scratched pupil, I had a patch on my eye. The kids,
Mm,
they came home from school and they was like, Mom, my son and my other daughter was like, Mom, what's wrong with your eye? You okay? That daughter that hit me in the eye, she walked in, looked at me, and that's it.
mm.
She just looked at me with
Mm.
a blank stare on her face, like she just didn't even care.
I'm gonna hit you with the line y'all did to me. What did you do to her? I'm just like,
Nah, all I did was I was just playing with them, and then
nah,
she
I
was
know
like,
what you
"No,
mean. I
we ain't
had that
done."
problem. Like us as cancers, we so competitive to the point like if you kind of got the best of us, we ain't done till we get our lick.
Yeah, no,
We
she
ain't
wasn't
done.
done. She came from the side with her
Yeah,
little
I am a
fist.
very competitive person. It's going. You can't outdo me
Right.
if
When we
I'm
choose to
competing
be
in
like we ain't
something.
gonna
Damn,
compete over everything.
TMKC. We don't think we know everything. I don't think.
But look, through us having these conversations and people being able to see the vast sides of our signs, they can see that. But a lot of times we not talking from the perspective, so they just hear people talking. All they know about signs is what we done been told and what we choose to hold on to from that information. So
And
that's
she
why I
put
always like to try to tell people about the up and the downside of signs, but at the same time, let you know, like, if you put a sign in a certain position, you can't really be mad at how they gonna respond because you got you know what I'm saying? You got the definitions of these signs to the point. If you put them in certain positions, all right, if I mess with an Aquarius who know a lot about a lot and try to talk shit like they don't know nothing, they gonna easily combat me to the point I'm gonna appear like a dummy. So why go into that type of battlefield with them? I gotta take them somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
hey, let me sit back and listen because they might know what they talking about because they naturally got a gift at absorbing information. Like, let me utilize you for what you good for.
because
Like,
Taz is an Aquarius.
no, I didn't know that.
He's an Aquarius.
Man, shout out to Taz. Shout out to all the
But
beautiful
I mean,
energies out here.
he know a lot of shit. But I don't know a lot of shit. I don't think I know everything.
No, I feel like everybody know a lot of shit, but what I'm saying is, we come in with certain they call God given gifts or abilities. You feel me? And each sign has certain God given abilities. But if you look at our natal charts, we got other energies within our natal charts to the point we darn near got all the zodiacs in our natal charts. So it's just the energy that you come in as, and then there's certain things that are representative of you. Like most Geminis come off as Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? But internally,
Mhm.
we Geminis.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about zodiac signs. I don't follow stuff
It
like that,
helps
like
me to
that.
keep from going crazy because I be trying to
But
understand
Most
me.
of
I
us,
be like,
we're made
what?
up mostly of our sun, moon, and rising. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we have everything else in us too.
Yep.
But those are like our main characteristics.
Right, our general,
Yeah.
characteristics, and but I like to pay attention to the things in our natal chart because, like, one time, look, let me tell you, I let this lady do me a natal chart, and she told me she was like, based on what I see in your natal chart, you're gonna have an injury on your left side of your body, right?
Hmm.
At this time, I hadn't had it. You feel me? I'm like, man, ain't no way, because
You
I
know
ain't know
what?
nothing about
Yeah,
this stuff
you're
before
right
she
because
did it,
I'm
huh?
sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
good. Go ahead.
And I was just agreeing with you and saying, yeah, you're absolutely right because those charts will tell you almost what's going to happen in your life
Right.
to a T,
Really?
and it's freaky.
It's
Yeah,
freaky. Like, but it's because we don't realize this existence is based in numbers and vibrations for real. So if you
numbers
begin to
and
pay attention to
vibrations
the
and contracts you made and death.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
what?
not
but see,
death,
but listen
but
though, them
not
contracts to
in the
me.
human form.
Right, but like this, what I want to add to what you just said. Them contracts is part of our communication, like our spiritual communication between us. But as far as the vibrations and the numbers, like I feel like that's how the creative force or the creator, depending on what your understanding is on what animates this existence, like that's how it corresponds to us to the point like that's how we programmable, just like computers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
all of this is a program, ones and zeros.
No, but the good thing about it is, though, God gives us free will. So we have the
Yeah,
choice
you
to
can pick
kind
your.
of
Mm-hmm.
change different routes of our lives.
Exactly. But also, I be feeling like too though, like because once you get back into that natal chart, like we can't. I put it
You
to you
can't
like
veer
this,
off but
lately.
so much.
Yeah, because lately I've been looking at my horoscope. Like this, how you get off of this certain shit. Like when I was younger, I used to look at my horoscope and it'd be spot on for that day. No, hold on. When I was younger, I used to look at my horoscope and it used to be spot on for like what's coming ahead. Like whatever for that day, it wouldn't be for that day for me. It would be for like the next day. Then when I got like to 20, in my 20s, it was spot on for that day. Now that I'm in my mid 30s, oh bro, I'm like always a day ahead, if not 2 days ahead of my horoscope. But the way that
Mm.
that's happening is because the maturation that I'm going through within my sign, as well as the other things within my natal chart. Like the best way I can explain that is a lot of us we become atrophy mind because we get told you got a certain time to mature, and we follow along with that based on certain things from society. But rather than me follow along with that, I took so many hits to the head as a kid and was exposed to so much stuff at an early age to the point it made me develop a sense of like a heightened awareness to where I had to pay attention because I got tired of getting injured. So it made like in one injury I had, the doctor told my mama, he was like, either your son gonna be retarded or he's gonna be an idiot savant. And it's obvious that he's not retarded right now. So the other one is before he can say what it was, my mama cussed him out and we was out the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't know what that stuff meant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at this point in my life, I'm understanding the meaning of why I'm starting to become ahead of my horoscope, and I feel like it's the same thing with us. You can get to the point you start beating your alarm clock up because when you start beginning to understand more about life and appreciating your life, you begin to speed up like you begin to speed up your maturity levels because you can mature whenever you decide to make changes. You like when you talking about the free will, we got the free will in the moment to make the right choices to lead to the certain path. But once you make those certain choices, the consequences of those choices what we can't avoid. You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah,
I
I
mean. So
agree.
I definitely agree
I
with you
agree.
about free will. Like
Absolutely.
once you make
Yeah.
certain decisions, that karma coming. But karma can be good and bad too. Like, cause
Yeah.
I've been getting some good karma. Like, I've
Oh,
been like,
I
yeah,
get amazing karma because that's the kind of energy that I try to put out. I really do
mm-hmm.
not try to give negative energy. I
I
don't,
mean, you
because
just gotta keep.
I want positivity to come back to me. Now, there are going to be situations where, negative stuff is going to hit me. But here's the
Hmm.
thing about it, I have so much joy in my heart and
That
radiating through me,
recovery time gonna bring you back right back to you.
to like, I don't even, things don't even, mm-mm. Things don't even settle within me like that. Like, you can do something to hurt me, and it's like I got like this blocker where I could just shake it right off. And it's not like I'm like, now I make a mental note, like, you did this and you hurt me and it's hurt. So I'm like, you know what? Tequila, don't trust this person no more. So it's not that I'm just shaking it off and being naive, but I shake it off and I don't let it permeate with inside of me, you know?
Yeah. See, yeah, I need to be like that. That's all I need to be because
Oh,
I'm very
yeah.
I can become very
I ain't.
petty. Wait,
Hello?
yeah,
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
I'm working on it though.
Yeah, like I know for a
Oh, that's
fact,
me.
like, mm-mm, I do not like to hold on to stuff. Cause I can't let that stuff sit up in me. And then on top of that, I have I always tell y'all, I have my illness. So I get sick from time to time, and stress can cause me to have a flare up. And no,
Not the
I'm not having no
cortisol
flare
release.
ups. Yeah, nope. I'm not having no flare ups. We not doing that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you when it comes to that. But where where TM KC at? See, they was talking about zodiac stuff. I had no idea what they was talking about. See, no idea. I need to read more into that. Actually, when I get the time. I keep trying to read the stuff that's in this book club though, so it's gonna have to
I
wait.
keep on. I keep on. I need your what's the name? Your email.
Okay, I'll put it in the back chat
Okay.
because I know because the next meetup is gonna be July 2nd
Oh,
because
okay.
we already what the fuck? Oh, we already I already selected the book and people should be reading it at this point.
So y'all know. Well, I'm a Cancer, so my birthday is July 14th. So
Oh,
I want to have. I think I want to have like a YouTube celebration. I think I want to celebrate with y'all this year.
who's pay? Or do you have your own channel?
No,
Whose channel you
but
gonna
you
do it on?
know what? I don't know.
Somebody will let you.
I was like, I would talk to Swole or Chance and see if one of them will host my little party, or if not, I could just shit, just fire up a live stream.
I mean, yeah, you could. You don't. You really don't have too much issues and everything in the YouTube space, so you can do a live stream, and I'm sure people won't. No, never mind. Let me not say that. They see a group of us over there, they probably will come over and troll and just be weird and just try to do everything they can to destroy it. We could just be like, "Yay, happy birthday, tequila." They're gonna be like, "Black women ain't shit."
Right. Every time we happy and enjoying ourselves, then they come with the crazy.
Every time.
Mhm.
They don't want to see us be great. They really don't. They just like we could just be over there talking about getting our nails done, and it's see that's why don't nobody want y'all because y'all get your nails done and y'all ain't shit.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's all fine and dandy, but are you gonna send us some cash apps so we can get our nails done? Still haven't gotten any. I done requested multiple cash apps. I mean, stop telling us that you got 20 G's and 50 G's and 10 G's. Where's my Cash App?
Hmm.
Matter of fact, a Cash App will be good. I just did a self care day today. I went and got a pedicure, got a silk press, got lashes
Ooh,
on, got my brows done, got a facial.
that sounds awesome. I need to take some time out and do all those things.
Yeah, next time, I got me a gift certificate. So next time when I go, I'm getting a Brazilian and a massage done. And I went ahead and got a gift certificate, so I have to spend it. That way, I can't use any excuses like, oh, well, maybe I won't go. Maybe I'll just do something else, or I'll do this or do that. So now I have to spend it because that's the only place I can go to spend it. Go ahead and get that stuff done. I'm scared about the Brazilian though. Let me get a retwist on Cash App. What? Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what that means. But what does that mean? Retwist on Cash App.
Ah shit, I ain't realize I was back in.
I was so lost. I was like, nobody's saying anything. Tequila dropped down out of
Nah, y'all
nowhere.
was up here talking about getting y'all nails, dude. I was like, shit, send me your retwist money on Cash App. Shit.
Oh, retwist. I gotta pay. I don't know. Shoot, I gotta pay my daughter's retwist because she
Okay.
got one of them got locks. The other one she can't get no locks. Her hair that ain't it ain't gonna hold.
Mm. Said it ain't gonna make it, huh?
No, it ain't gonna hold. So she can't get no locks. But one of my daughters got locks. That shit was expensive starting it off though.
You don't get no cheaper either though.
Um, well, I mean it's a little
Once you
bit.
start getting in the styles and stuff.
Yeah, because now she getting into the styles now because it's locked. So, but that
Yeah.
first start of locking it, that shit I paid for all of it. The lock, the startup of the lock, the deep condition, all that stuff. I paid $200.
That's how much like when you get the 2-strand rope twist,
That's
like
$200.
yeah, that's 200. Like how I be getting my hair, that's $200. I'm like, it don't get no cheaper for real.
Oh, no, because she has that right now though. But I think it's because she's little and she's a kid. They didn't charge me 200 for that.
Nah, they obviously rocking with you, but shout out to whoever doing it for under 200. But I also the person I go to, they like a celebrity stylist too. So
Oh yeah, then that's why you getting hit with 200. No, I didn't. I'm not paying that much. She can get the regular maintenance of locks.
I know
Fry-
who I'm going. Look, let me be quiet for my other stylist here that price. I know who I'm going to this week though. I ain't paying no 200 this week for my man. That's sad though. I should, but I ain't got it because I gotta move. Shoot, I gotta move. I ain't got time.
That's crazy because I think with my silk press, my pedicure, well, no, all of it, my lashes, my brows, facial. Well, dang, yeah, you still for $200 just for your locks. Mine was over $200 for all of that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so it's like just for some locks, $200.
I'm trying to get into going to the sauna and all that stuff too. Shit.
I don't go. I don't. Yeah. Well,
You don't do the
why?
spa?
Well, why people go to the sauna? What is it to lose weight?
Now, see, like for me, I heard like from people that work out and stuff, they say it helps like loosen up your muscles and stuff too. start creating blood flow and stuff because you at them certain temperatures. So, I'm also trying to acclimate my body to get ready to travel too. I plan on going to some hot ass places.
So do
So,
you go to the sauna before you work out or after?
I haven't did it yet, but I think they said after. I think it's like
Oh,
a part of the recovery. I think.
because I'm still trying to figure out because I want to get back into it the way I used to do it, but I had overexerted myself one time because I was on the I was on the treadmill and I was at the speed level of 7.
But I would
But
imagine it could help too if you go before. Not to cut you off, I was just thinking more about it.
well, yeah,
'Cause-
that's what I was wondering because when I was on that level, and I would do a quarter mile, and
Mhm.
then I would get off and I would do leg presses of like 125 and weight, and
Uh-huh.
then I would get back on, do another quarter mile, all the way until I got to 2 miles, and in between all of those quarter miles, I would do the
Leg press.
leg presses. So I overexerted myself though. I had to go to the hospital
Yeah,
because
you was thugging.
yeah, no, I stressed my muscles out too
You
bad.
was blowing that shit out.
No, I was just wondering. I was like, so if the sauna heats up your muscles and helps it, I wonder if I started getting myself back to that point, would that help for me
I
not?
think it would help because, like, a lot of times when we don't like, because a lot of us we don't like. I'm pretty sure you did though, or like do a good warm up. And like think about the conversation. It's saying warm up, right? So if you was to go to the sauna, which again, the raising the temperature makes our blood level rise. And again, when we working out, the best thing for us is for the blood to be flowing in certain areas. That's what we doing, concentrating it, right? So if you got hot, you wouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying, work as hard, to because we basically working to raise our temperature up. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Right.
you be out hot and sweaty once you get through working out. You feel me? So if you go in the sauna and you do a light workout, you know what I'm saying? I think that'll pay off too, though. On your light days or even on like, but from what you went through, you can't overdo it regardless, even if you do go to the sauna. But I think it will help in your recovery as well as your preparation for the workout. So yeah, I
Yeah,
would say before and after shit.
yeah, I need to look into that because maybe if I there would have been a warm up like that, maybe I probably wouldn't have got injured. But then again, I probably still would have got injured, honestly.
Yeah, just because we got to give our body kind of like that break, because you can still do all them workouts, but I think as hard as you was going, it just, it's almost like how people say you keep starting up your car, because I'm pretty sure you was able to do it for a while, right? But
Well, well, no, I changed up my routine with workout because they changed our physical fitness test. Because our physical fitness test used to just be the amount of push-ups in 2 minutes, the amount of sit-ups in 2 minutes, and the 2 mile run in a certain amount of time. And so, for years I had gotten used to that, and I knew how to work up to that and be able to get good numbers with that. But now they changed it. It's like a 6-part event where it's like you do the deadlifts and they base it off of your job. And my job is a truck driver, so my job is considered heavy. I
right.
guess I don't know how, but it's considered heavy. So I have to lift I have to deadlift about 160, somewhere around there, 140, 160, something
Hmm.
like that. But I'm not a deadlifter, so I'm not used to it. But so then that's one event. Then there's the weighted ball throw. Then there's the tee ups, which is a different type of form of push ups. Then
Hmm.
there then there's the plank for 2 minutes. Then there's the sprint drag carry, where that event in itself is multiple things that you have to do. Like you have to lay down on the ground in like a prone position, and then you have to jump up and sprint to the cone, sprint back. Then you have to drag 100-pound weights on like this sled that's not really a sled. Like
Yeah.
it's really weird. It's like a weaved type of thing where it's hard to pull it. So you have to drag that down to the cone nonstop. Like you can't jerk it or yank at it. You just got it's got to be a fluid like drag. You got to drag it down, turn it around, drag it back down. Then you have to do like the side straddle. down, come back, and then you have to carry two 45-pound, not a medicine ball, but it's like these little kettlebell weights. You got to carry that down at both of them at the same time, one in each hand. You got to run that down there, run it back, and sit it down because you can't drop it. So you got to sit it down, and then you got to sprint back down there, and then you got to sprint back.
Man, wow.
Then you got to do
Then,
then you got to do the 2 mile run still.
bro, you tripping.
No, they tripping. Like, so I tried to up my ante with stuff because I'm like, okay, well, my legs is strong enough where I can run 2 miles at a certain time, but not strong enough where most of the events require strengthening your legs. And so it was like, damn, I gotta up the ante with the strength of my legs. So that's what I tried to do, and I overexerted myself.
You was over there trying to thug it up.
And that damn test, that doing that test at first was hard. I was like, what the hell is all this?
Suave, if you can hear me, they asking for the link. If you can hear me, Suave. What's up with it, Chris? I'm finna text. I don't know. Keep going real quick. Keep going real quick. I'm finna text him real quick.
Um, oh, Moonflower trying to get the link. What happened, Tequila? StreamYard was messing up as usual. But yeah, though, ladies, if y'all working out and stuff, yeah, just make sure that you don't overexert yourself because that shit was not fun. That shit was painful. I could barely walk. Just overexerting my muscles and stuff. That stuff, and then your like the front part of your muscles, like that shit, like my thighs got extremely tight. Like the muscles got extremely tight. They would not loosen up. It was bad.
That's crazy. But no, I know that feeling though, cause like when I be, out of working out for a little bit and then I get a chance to work out again, man, sometimes I be going too hard, feeling like I gotta make up for that, you know what I'm saying? And I mess around and do some crazy shit like what you talking about to the point I understand what you mean. I'm like, dang, bro, really can exert yourself. But I also be noticing I be having a new like level of go about myself to the point I be like, dang, I done reached a new age. You back, Tequila?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. It kicked me off, and then it wasn't the link wasn't in the chat no more.
Cause StreamYard ain't
Can you
shit.
pin it? Can you pin it in the chat? Oh, he did. Appreciate it, bro. You beat me to the point. But yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
Tequila, you ever done, had a workout injury?
I don't work out, y'all.
Look, said I woke up like this.
No, I used to be really, really, really skinny, and my last baby blew me up.
Hold on, Tequila. She's like, I used to be really.
Them kids will do that.
Seriously. And I think my problem is by me not used to having to work out. It's been a struggle, and I cannot use the excuse that I had a baby because my kid is 8 years old.
So you know,
Tequila's silly.
if you do
It wouldn't
decide you want
matter.
to start working out, just start with like a fast paced walk.
I mean,
Um,
I do walk though. I've always
yeah,
walked, but what I'm saying is actually like working out. Like,
man, I'm
mm-mm.
forced to do that. Like, I'm forced
Right,
to do
part of your
that.
job. Right.
Yeah, I have
What's
to
up,
because
Tazan?
they will kick my ass out if I'm not meeting the
And
physical.
y'all, I'm a really busty person. Like, I really think I need to
Hold on,
get
you
like
gotta tell us what that mean, cause I be saying stuff and I don't, be knowing what I'm talking about. So
We
what
know
you
what it means.
okay, so that means I'm top heavy. Like I have
yeah, that's hard to
a
work
really
out. Like
huge
man,
chest.
you
So
can't
like
be
I
doing too
really
much.
need to I really want to get like a reduction.
Do you do? It does it
I
hurt your
do.
back?
They do kind of hurt sometimes.
Uh-huh.
You
I
can
feel like
share.
it's too much for my body cuz I don't it's too much.
Are you done having children?
I
No.
mean, I think I am. I mean, I
But
always
hold on.
said I wanted
Let me
more
say it like
kids,
this:
but
would that affect anything? Because that's one reason why I was asking. Like, does that?
no, no, I don't think so. I think you can still breastfeed with a reduction.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know.
You
You
can
can.
breastfeed if you get implants.
I mean, I didn't know. I appreciate you letting me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
They
breastfeed
gonna
if you get
get that
implants
40.
still.
They gonna get that fortified implant milk.
I never understood that, like women who
Man,
breastfeed with
no.
implants. I would be afraid, like, what if something happened? Like, what if it busts in my boob or something?
I know,
Yeah,
Hey,
right?
yeah,
Goddamn.
no. I just always had that thought where,
y'all funny as hell.
cause I mean, the army will pay for it. All I got to do is literally go to a
They'll pay
therapist.
for what?
They'll pay for me to get
A boob
implants.
job?
Yes,
What?
Ooh.
The army?
yes.
Hey, bro, we got to
I'm
swap. Change the title. The army will pay for you to get a boob job. Change the title.
They
I
will.
don't.
They'll pay for it,
No, I'm
but
playing.
what you no, it's got to be. It's a whole method to it, though. You gotta
Oh
you
shit.
literally gotta go to a therapist and just act like you're in the worst shape of your life mentally because of your self esteem and think. Yeah, you got to do all that stuff. You got to just be like, I just feel so ugly because my boobs are small and nobody
Hey, but
wants
hold on,
me
hold on,
because my
hold on.
boobs are small and
But what if? Cause listen, this why I gotta cut in with you. Look, I heard through my grandmother. God rest her soul. Cause we talked about everything, right? She told me when they took her breast, it was called a vasectomy, right? A double vasectomy.
No, that's a
So
No,
mastectomy.
it's with the
It's
M, not a V.
mastectomy.
nah, but it's a joke, y'all. Y'all gotta catch it, right? Let me
Oh,
finish.
oh, oh.
Cause she country, so she always say stuff wrong. You feel me? So she tell me that, and I say, well, then, grandmama. So you trying to tell me women got men private parts on their chest? And so then at that point, I guess it registered to her that she wasn't pronouncing. So
Oh,
she had to get my mama to come in there just to say it because she couldn't say it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
man, I almost went out the house telling everybody, man, my grandmama got a double vasectomy. Well, you know how crazy I
Um,
would have looked.
they'll
But
pay
can
they'll pay for a sex change too.
That's what I was finna ask. Can the men go in
Really?
there saying they feel
Yes.
like they inadequate? Can they get an enlargement?
No, I don't know if they'll pay for that,
Oh,
but
that's
they will.
fucked up. That's
But they'll
fucked up.
pay like because of course, I'm sure people know. I'm sure people know
That's
that
fucked
they
up.
allow transgenders to enlist.
Nah, I'm saying they'll let you cut it out, but they won't let you. Man, come on, bro. That's messed up. They don't let you get more. That's
oh
messed up. That's
no, you know
fucked up.
why? Because you voluntarily getting the organ removed, and
Man, I don't
people
give a
need
damn.
them
I
breasts.
want more to the organ, even though I don't need it. Nah, man, look, y'all be lying to these men talking about. Never mind. We ain't going there tonight. Renee,
What we
what was you
be lying
saying?
about?
I don't like to know, dude. Nope.
Look, well, let me tell you the lie that was told to me. I, when I was younger, society surmised to me that women wanted it just to be all big and all that stuff. But as you get older and you start dealing with women who ain't got time to be sore and got stuff to do tomorrow, man, bro, they be like, bro, so look, this what you gonna do. You gonna get up in here, do what you gotta do, and you gonna get up out of here. We ain't finna be doing this all night. I be like, hold on, who lied to me? Cause now my stamina is there. You feel
No,
me?
it's just called being older. Because I could tell you, when I was in my 20s, it was totally different. But now that I'm in my 30s, like, mm-mm.
But I'm saying, like, when I got in my 30s, now my stamina is where I wanted it at in my 20s. In my 20s, I was so excited to be getting some. Now I'm balanced. I can, hey, you know what? I don't even got to finish right now.
Well, I
What
would,
you
I
trying
would
to do?
say, I would say
Hmm.
plan. Whatever woman you with, plan,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like
It got to be a plan.
it got to be a plan. Because if we got to get up the next day and take care of the kids, work and all that, no,
No, we on vac.
uh-uh.
I see. I can't get none until vacation. Now I see why them good marriages. They take their time, let that thing marinate. They go somewhere and do their thing. You feel me? You don't
Yeah,
hear
you
them.
got to plan. You really got to plan for it. That's all I'm saying.
When
Because
it's good love, you do got to plan for it because like you said, we got to get up and take care of the kids tomorrow. Legs all wobbly, you running in the walls. You can't see good.
Yeah,
It's
you can't. You don't have
like
time to
them
be up all night having an all nighter and no.
kids
No,
can't
what really
sleep because
no, what really kills me is the fucking waking up early morning hours.
Oh
And
man.
that shit is so annoying and I'm trying to
hold on, what you
sleep.
saying?
Like
Hold on. Cue me in because y'all been teaching me so much tonight. What is you saying, Renee? Spell it
Yeah, the
out.
waking me up out my sleep.
you
I
waking
Oh,
don't
me up
like that
out of
kind
my
of stuff.
sleep.
shit. I
I
thought that
gotta
was
get
the
up and go to
shit.
work tomorrow. You gotta get up and go to work tomorrow.
I
I gotta
thought
get
that
up
was the
and do this,
shit,
that,
Renee.
and the other with the kids and stuff and all this other stuff. And you wanna wake up early morning hours and all that. And I'm just like,
Come
oh
on now.
my God.
I thought that was the
Now,
shit right there.
well,
You feel me?
see,
No,
see,
no.
I don't, I don't have no man problems like that, and I'm glad. But I did have a big issue with having to get up 3 o'clock in the morning to put my son's mouth on my titty to breathe to breastfeed him because he wake up. I'm like, oh shit. So I gotta breastfeed him, and I'm hella asleep. I'm falling asleep while I'm trying to breastfeed him. And I try to rock myself to sleep. Now I try to rock myself to stay up, and it started getting sleepy. And I'm like, God damn, hurry up! It's just hurry up already. Ain't you full yet?
hey,
So I try to put him on
hey,
the
I
other
know
side of the
that to
breast.
be a fact. That's
No,
a
Dude,
fact.
I think there's a method to men's madness when they do that because I think they honestly just think that of course, in the middle, like all throughout the night, we're just like marinating and all this other stuff. So they want to wake us up early morning hours, and I'm like, I'm tired, and then
See,
they
look.
just
See,
it's
look,
just
Renee,
it's
you
crazy.
almost right. Let me help you with the rest of it. Look, this what y'all women be doing and y'all sleeping don't be doing. Cause look, I'm one of them good boyfriends, back in the day they be talking about we take walks and we talk. He watches me sleep. I literally watch my girl sleep. And I be noticing like she always be trying to find me in the bed with her body and shit. When I had a girl that was all up on me,
That's just
she used to
cuddling.
always be finding me in the bed with her body. And I'm like, oh, okay,
That's
okay.
just cuddling.
So after a while, you know what I'm saying? You can't keep on rubbing two logs before a fire starts. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm sleepwalking. I already done got busy doing my thing. By the time I'm waking up good, I'm like, oh, dang, we is doing it. But we been slick. You know what I'm saying? Rubbing up against each other the whole night. But I noticed that the first time I woke up and I really wasn't, I was like, hold on, what be going on? Because every night about 3 o'clock, we wind up doing something. Cause she trying to put it on me, and I'm like, no. By the time I realized what's going on, we already doing it. Man, one night I stayed up because I think I was on live with the bros or whatever, and I was just laying in the bed listening to them. I had my headphones in, and of course, like you said, she cuddling, but she also doing a little more than cuddling. She finding him too. I'm like, hold on, bro, you finding him with your backside? Okay, you was a wild girl.
Maybe she sleeps on her side and her backside just happened to be in that direction.
Nah, she found him and made sure to put him
No,
where he needed
no,
to be.
no. Y'all
Hey,
just be on
okay.
y'all be on some
Yeah.
bullshit. Y'all
Well,
be
Hey,
no,
waking
hey,
well,
I
her
ain't
Renee,
up.
say she put him
Renee,
in.
this is what I'm
I'm
going to
saying
say.
she put
I
him.
don't mind the early morning wake up. I don't like being woke up out of my sleep like in the middle of the night. Like, okay, let's say, because I'm a
Y'all listen
homebody.
though.
So when I was with my children's father, we were together for about 11 years before we broke up. So when I was with him, he would, go out with his friends and all of that, and he would get back in the house maybe about 2 ish, 3 in the morning, I guess. And that would piss me off because I'd be good and sleep. Now, if he would have woke me up 4, 5 ish, I would have been okay. It's that 2, 3 o'clock hour that pisses me off.
Yeah, it's usually 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what, why? And then you
yeah,
gotta
I
sit
think
there,
that's
and then you gotta
right.
sit there, you gotta sit there and
Anytime
wake
that,
up. You gotta wake up
right.
out
Let
the
me smell
sleep,
your
pop
breath.
them off real quick,
With
and
your voice.
then
Let me smell your breath.
you ain't got no time to go
Before you
back to
touch
sleep.
me.
And then by the time he finished him and enjoying himself, well, I mean, we've enjoyed each other. I'm not going to say that we've enjoyed each other. Next thing I know, I got like an hour, and then I got to get up with my girls, and then it be terrible because he be like sound asleep, and then I'm up.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
that's frustrating. It make you want to just literally kick them off the bed. It's like,
I
seriously?
told straight up, let me smell your breath. Let me smell your breath. Use with your voice. Let me smell your breath.
That would just drive me insane.
It did. And then want to sit there and try to whisper all. No, no, no. I don't want to.
Oh, right. That's
Hmm.
rude. A
Then
queen
of
got
course,
sleep.
during that time, at the age that I was at that time in my 20s, I would just give in, go ahead and top them off real quick, and then just go on about my business and go back to sleep.
All right, damn, that's what I'm talking about right there. Sleep, back to sleep.
No, I'm 33. I ain't doing that anymore.
Oh, hey, I'm up here. I was in the bag for a minute, so I stepped away.
What's up, nobody?
Hi, nobody.
Hey,
Hey,
sweetie. How you doing?
Nobody wants to
you
smoke.
had me
Hey,
cackling,
what happened to
Smoke.
May?
cackling.
Who had you cackling?
You
That's
did,
my
you did.
son.
I was rolling. I was like, yes, say it again.
Talking about waking her up.
A lot of the shit she was saying.
That's tequila. Tequila got
Nobody
one of
wants to
those
smoke.
vibrant shoes.
Yeah, I had
Shoot.
pulled up, but I forgot. He'll probably say something else, and I'll go in on
Only
that.
thing I want is like I'll be like, just give me the common courtesy. Can you please just wait till about 4:30, 5 o'clock?
Hey,
Don't wake
see,
me
look,
up.
if you tell me that tequila, guess what I do? I give you that decent. I set me a silent alarm. I put my headphones in. I'm gonna wake up. What time you say? 4:30. Okay, say no more. It won't be a minute early or a minute later. It'll be
Well, you know what?
4:30.
You know what? I would be able to accept that. But
Cause I gotta
but
start my day
what
off
you
on a
said,
good
what he
note.
would
You
do to
feel me?
me would piss me off. I mean, I'm sleeping good, and then I'm like, oh my god.
Let me speak for all the people that need it early in the morning. It's like starting off with a W.
Oh,
You know
damn
what I'm
well, we
saying?
got no
It's
fucking
like
clock.
it's like I won before the day started. You feel me? Like, but and I'm walking around in like, well, I'm going a little too far. I hope everybody kids ain't in here. And if you got a woman that she keep it right, and man, but I might walk around in the essence just to be a blessing around here. But what you talking about? I'm on my way. But that's me. I can't speak for everybody. But if she say 4:30, I'm waking up at 4:30. But if she wake me up at 3:30, I ain't gonna be mad at her either. But I ain't gonna wake her up.
I
Yeah,
bet you set
just
that
let me
alarm
sleep,
clock.
please.
I bet you if she said wake me. I'm gonna wake you up at 3:30. I bet you'll set that alarm clock. Beep beep,
That's
baby.
what I
You
said. I'm gonna set the alarm. You hear me? Shit.
beep beep.
Even if I wake up at 3:30, right? I'm just gonna go on and stay up till 4:30. I might as well work out, get me right and tight. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, bro, it's about to be game night. It's about to be game time, y'all. You gotta hype yourself up sometime. I don't know about nobody else. I like to do that. I like to enjoy life. Some people y'all be so simple with y'all situation to the point that no wonder nobody don't like doing nothing with you. You
That's
ain't seem like
me.
you appreciate it.
That's me. I be way too simple because I'm not. If a dude tell me this, why I be single forever.
It ain't your
If a
job. I'm
dude tell
supposed to
me
make
he
you
want
laugh.
to do something at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, I'm not for you. I'm not for you. I'm
Nah,
not
he ain't
setting not a
convincing.
singular alarm. Sleep is one thing I'm not gonna play with you about.
No, no,
I'm
no.
just
He ain't
not.
convincing enough. That ain't your fault. That ain't your fault, little baby. You right. You ain't on that. But like y'all told me earlier, sometimes as a man, you gotta learn how to take the lead. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta turn your woman on to the things that's gonna be becoming. So she at rest at ease. And the first
Well, it
thing in the
better be the
morning,
Warriors
let me
game.
take a little something off your mind. Let me take a little something off your mind and send you in the world blind to all that bullshit they on.
You can't
You feel
convince
me?
me of nothing till the daytime.
It's hey,
Well,
don't be talking to me like that online. You can talk to me.
if the
You can say
Warriors
that to me
win,
real quick
then
online. But hey,
game
there's
on.
such thing as in live flesh. I got a resume. That it don't work like that. It don't work like that. That's why I'm over here beside myself with this last situation. But she called and reassured me. That's why I had to get up off this thing for a little second. I guess she overheard what was going on. So
Oh,
yeah.
she heard us get you.
Yeah, she said I heard they got you together,
Okay, here come mommy.
but by the way though, now
Hey,
don't get
don't
it
be stuck.
twisted.
You
I'm
going
I'm
all on
I'm
that
for
floor.
you. I'm for you. I'm like, okay. Hey, say no more. Sometimes I need reassurance too, you know. Shit.
Yeah. I think sometimes as women we forget that, men sometimes need that. I
Especially
will
when I
say
really
that.
like you, I be wanting to know. Like, tell me you like me sometimes. You don't gotta tell me every day. Shit. Not every day. Cause if you tell me every day, I might be feeling like you trying to play me. You know how some people be like,
Or you
you
can
know I like
or you
you, and then
might
they
be
ask you for
possessive and
something.
crazy.
Huh?
Or you may be possessive and crazy.
Oh no, that's why I said I don't need it every day. Cause I was finna say them people that be saying it every day too. Though the other side is they a lot of times people be saying that stuff just to manipulate you, or they don't know what else to say. You know, let's further the conversation. You know, it's one thing to say we love each other because we part in ways, and we might not get a chance to see each other again because anything can happen. But it's another thing. We don't say nothing to each other all day, but I love you. Like, and we've been sitting here like Renee was saying. I'm all for, having an intelligent back and forth conversation. We might not always agree, but if you further my way of thinking by making me have to explain where I'm coming from because you're combating it, then I like that type of shit. Like, but when it gets to the point people start getting disrespectful, want to try to be violent because they don't like what you saying, like, come on, bro. I don't like talking to people at that point.
Yeah,
Not that I'm scared to
agreed.
get violent, but I don't want to hurt nobody's child and subsequently hurt somebody's mama. Like, that's what I always think about. Like, all right, we can do it. But hey, both our mamas gonna be crying at the end of the day, cause my mama gonna have to watch her son go to jail or hide from the rest of the world for the rest of his life. And your mama gonna
Wait,
have to
what's
deal with
happening
going
to
to a
people,
funeral.
mamas?
Huh?
What's happening to people's mamas?
Whenever people get to killing each other, it hurt the mamas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like imagine, I always be
Hey,
telling myself,
that's what
imagine
bring my
bringing somebody in the world and somebody
that's
just
what
take
brings
them
the
out.
attention. Uh, what happened to that white girl? We
That
Cynthia
was
G
fucking
did video
crazy.
on that. That was crazy, man. The
Hold
mom.
on, G. Hold on. Hold
No,
on.
look,
Hold
the
on.
mom found
Hold
her
on.
daughter head in the garbage,
Hold on. Hold on. I
and
Whoa.
didn't
she was
expect you to
eight
say
months
that. Hold
pregnant.
on. Hold on. The running back. What did you say?
Nah, I said, um, the white girl who was pregnant by her boyfriend. We call her the preference, and she was pregnant by she was pregnant by her boyfriend off and on relationship. And it turns out the white parents was planning a baby shower, but then she didn't hear from her daughter for a couple of days. And then when she went
Whoa.
to go see what was going on, she found her daughter head in the garbage. He
What?
decapitated her, and she was 8 months pregnant.
Oh my.
Jeez.
Ah.
That's insane.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know,
Whoa. That's crazy as hell, G. The
because she
head though.
wasn't, and she wasn't submissive enough.
Man, hell no. And that's the
So he
submissive
beheaded her?
conversation.
Yep.
How you gonna get control in the conversation where you keep talking about women or even men need to be submissive? Like, how do you get the control by violence? Like, see, that's I don't like that conversation no more. Like, but I was raised in this world like everybody else. I used to say stupid stuff like we gotta be submissive and like to each other. Like, no, bro, you just
I
do
almost
right.
been out of
I'ma
here.
do right, and we gonna be together and
Just do
share
right
our
by each
memories.
other.
You feel me? Like, what is
Yeah,
you talking about? It ain't hard. We
it's not
complicating
hard
it
to
because
do right by each
from
other.
1 minute to the next, you really rationalizing the fact you don't want to keep doing this. Well, then just get out of it. But people don't know how to break up or none of that. Like, cause you too busy trying to save face. Now you don't want to see them with nobody else.
Well, women
Hmm.
know how to break up. I'm telling you, if you hit her one time, that's it. She going. It's him that don't know how to allow it to go. Where you think you going? Nah, you hit me in my face. Nah. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
No, I'm just no.
Hey, man, you
When
gonna have
she
to
was
write a
saying
script. You
no,
be
when she was
thugging.
saying that though, I was just sitting there thinking, no, it's not. No, I'm just thinking in my head, no, he gonna be missing
You
if he
feel
hit
me?
me in my face.
He gonna be
Right?
missing.
He gonna be missing, or he gonna be beat up. It's gonna be crowbar marks on his face.
Bro, that's crazy. Cause like when y'all brought up that head thing, bro, that just reminded me of a good friend of mine. Like he was dating this lady, like, but y'all know as I'm saying is like I know I don't deal in the gender wars, but I also understand why women today feel the way they feel. This is the aftermath of the shit that was done.
Cause y'all
You know,
suck.
hey, I ain't part of that generation, but it's fine. Um, yeah. Anyway, you're right about them.
No,
They ain't shit.
no,
They
I
don't
just thought
deserve
about.
a dick. My
I just
bad.
thought
What
about.
else
Well,
we
you don't
saying?
count.
I just thought about something on TikTok that I saw. It was
What?
a long time ago, but I seen it. And the dude, the dude worked at a gas station, and he was like, he said this dude came in there and was arguing on the phone with his girlfriend and everything, and he was like, he said, he said, he was like, he came in there arguing, had a really nice car and stuff, but he was like, he didn't even have $2 for a drink and a cupcake. And then he was like, he said he was giving it a message to black women. He was like, now I see why y'all can't stand us. I'm sorry.
Man, he done paid all that money to get the car to get attention. And ain't even got no,
The dude was arguing with the girl
he
on the
can't even
phone,
feed
and the
himself.
yeah, and they didn't have $2 for the drink and the cupcake. He was like, black women, now I see why y'all can't stand us. I'm sorry. The dudes in the chat
You
was
know
mad
what?
though.
That probably was her car though. Not no shot, but if he don't got $2, that might have been her car. Shit.
I don't know, but the dudes was mad as hell in the chat because we was like, they was so mad.
But you know why they mad? Cause either that's them now, or when it was them, they didn't learn their lesson from that shit. How the fuck you gonna get mad, bro?
Well, he
That's
was
a
mad
sad
because he
situation. I'm pretty sure he was sad too, cause he couldn't get nothing to drink or no donut. So what the hell you mad for?
well,
Hey, that's the
well,
situation.
no,
Now y'all
they
didn't
was
get that nigga
mad
what he needed.
because the clerk was
Fuck out of
apologizing
here.
to black women. He was like, "Now I see why y'all can't stand us." So they was mad.
I mean, I would too. It's times that black women don't apologize to me about shit that certain people done did to me, and they like, I don't know why that sister was on that bullshit. You feel me? Like, I apologize you even had to go through that. That ain't what, cause like sometimes people do you so dirty, you be questioning them. Am I tripping? Like, am I tripping the fact that I think people should do right by each other? You know what I'm saying? Then somebody come by and hear your story, they like, nah, you're not tripping.
Well, no,
You
I don't know exactly what the argument on the
fucking.
phone with the woman was about, but he was arguing with this woman that he was with on the phone, like acting
I was just
like
saying
just
women ain't tripping about niggas not being shit. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah. It was just that shit. That shit was hilarious. I was
Ain't no
he,
telling what they
he
was
just
on.
he came into the store arguing with this woman and couldn't afford to pay for a cupcake and a drink, and
It was a bad day. He about to
I
lose his woman and
I just
everything.
couldn't.
Yeah,
I just
his money was funny.
I
Hey,
just could not.
my homeboy just told me today he had to cut, like, cause we was, I be confiding in my homeboys. I try to lead by example type thing, right? So I just told them recently of a situation I had to, do away with because it really wasn't, as the queens would say, it really wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? But I remember a time when I would just be love blind, as people would say. And I just be with whoever want to be with me until it go away type of shit. And he, as I was confiding in him about that, letting him know that I was happy that I done experienced so much growth to the point I don't just let the situation linger and turn into something like a bitter, situation. He was like, man, that's crazy you say that, bro. Cause, of course I ain't got too many people I can talk to about this because don't too many people tell me stuff like that. But I just had to let my gal go, and I was just telling you why I like her a lot. But bro, she was going in my stash every time she would get mad at me about something. I said, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, bro. I found that shit out." I'm like, "Man, that's crazy." But hey, he was like, "All I did was, because I was like, bro, so how did you, break away from that situation?" You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Man, all I did is when she went to work, because she was staying with him." He was like, when she went to work, I let her know. I found out about what she did. Ain't nothing to talk about. We ain't finna argue about it or whatever. When you want to, I'll make sure to have your stuff where you can get it. But this over with. We not doing this. He's like, bro, you could have
Yeah,
asked me for it.
that's
I
some
would have
crazy
gave it to you.
shit. What
But
you
still,
stealing for?
yeah, like,
Like,
and it was like on some vindictive stuff. He was
yeah.
wondering, like, you know how a lot of people be out here doing their business or whatever. So every time it comes time for him to, get his products or whatever, he like, hold on, it seems like I'm shorter than what I know I made. What the hell? Hold on, bro. And so he started paying attention to the frequency of it. He started noticing every time they get into it, his money's short. He like, hold on, because he counting his money every day at this point. He like, oh, okay. Hmm. So you don't know what's going on with my money, but ain't
Here's
nobody else in here.
a question, because I'm kind of worried about. I be bothered by this. I always hear these dusties say, "She just want me for my money. Oh, I can't be tied down so she can use me for my money." That's like, nigga, you knew you was getting with a woman who work. What type? You know that you ain't stupid. You ain't finna get no broke woman who don't work and lay on her ass. You always going for the one that got a job and got an apartment.
I don't know about them, but I don't be checking to see what the hell she got.
Look,
I don't.
I've heard it too many times. You know I'm from the Bay Area, right? I'm
No, I'm just
telling.
saying that's some dudes trying to use somebody to checking for that. I don't be,
Yeah,
man.
they're
Shit.
slipping for
She
panties
got
and
more
resources.
time on her
That's
hand
how
if
they
she ain't working. I go to work myself.
listen. That's what simps do. Okay, if they don't want to pay their own goddamn rent, they're gonna find a female who got
Nah, I
a place
feel you.
of her own. But he always saying shit like she always want me for my money. Count your money, but you know
That's
she
some old
working
cliche
and you asking
bullshit.
her for some money. What the hell?
Yeah, that's some old homosexual shit. I don't got time for
Oh
that.
yeah, but that ain't. I think your signal must have went out. That wasn't that situation. That situation was she living with him. He taking care of her, and she got this little rinky dink job. Yeah, she do what she got to do. But he noticed the frequency of his money coming up missing. Recorded his
Yeah.
situation. Caught her stealing his money.
Oh, because that's
Yeah,
rare that a woman
yeah.
stand with a
He one
man.
of them type dudes
That's
don't
hella
ask
rare.
females for money. We don't. No hell
No,
no.
well, I mean,
Mm-mm.
he knew. He knew. It's
Yeah, he
rare.
knew it was a potential for that to happen, but until somebody steal from you, you don't just assume motherfuckers gonna steal your
But
money.
if you with her, that's not stealing.
You a
It's
damn lie.
hard
You
to
ain't
be with
asked
her.
for it. Fuck. Okay,
Come
well,
on,
Tayshaun,
man.
we together today. Let me get your bank account number. Well, as soon as we get together, and I'm going
Because
in
you
it
supposed to
without
be the
talking to you.
provider.
None of that. I'm going
Mm-mm.
in it.
You
Now,
supposed
Mm-mm.
to
I
be you supposed to
now
be the provider.
what I can say is
Man,
she can't just take money and
we
be
gotta
vindictive
talk
and get
about it.
to it. Like I can see, okay, if he's providing already, okay, that's fine. But don't wait till y'all get mad at each other and y'all arguing and stuff, and then
Right.
all
It's never right.
you take
Oh
money.
Doing it
yeah.
out of
From
anger. That's what it
My
was
daughter's
like.
my daughter's father's baby mama before me, she did that and she turned around and took my money. And the reason why I went mad at her
Dang.
because the reason why I went mad at her is
What you
because
gonna
I
blame your baby
realized
that?
the reason why I wasn't mad at her because my daughter's father was on some fuck shit
I
anyway. He
told you.
living in my fucking apartment. You done sat there and broke that young girl's heart. She's 17 fucking years old with a baby.
What?
You
Hold
fucking
on, hold the
32.
fuck up. Mm-mm. Hold on, you just slid that shit in. You came in so hot, like that was like a plane crash, and like all the information was just crashing in on me at once.
I'm telling you, I was just 20 and
Oh
dumb.
my god, poor baby. You got a
Nigga
quick
28.
introduction. Now I
Nigga,
understand why you don't play, bro. You be 38 hot all the time. All
yeah.
the time.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't mad because he sitting up here and she went
Ooh,
through it. You know what I'm saying? I
God.
heard the story and it was like, so why you fucking you with me then? That was my whole attitude. And it was like, man, nah, she young, she go be somewhere else. I said, yeah, but she just had a baby by you.
that's
But I was dumb and 20 and I just had my apartment and this nigga 29 years old. So yeah.
Whoa.
So
29.
yeah, he's gonna
so,
be 30.
so he a pedophile and he a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
With a homosexual
Yeah.
out there slanging that thing. Hey, but look
Yeah,
though,
they for real be out there
I ain't
like
gonna
that
be
because
I ain't gonna be knocking all. Look now, it's some it's levels to this homosexual shit. Cause some niggas got to transition out of homosexualness. Cause society got a lot of these niggas not know how to do shit. But if you ain't trying to transition, you know, while she trying to help you get on your feet, like most sisters be trying to help these niggas, then bro, yeah, you just a homosexual, and we gotta find another word for that. Cause when you get locked up, you
That
might become a
nigga was a simp.
homosexual too,
That nigga a
huh?
simp because
What?
he played like he was a goddamn pimp. And what he did was he found vulnerable women. And this was simps do.
Man,
They
how
can't
he
be no
pimping
man.
and he selling
They
dick
look
out here?
they, they look they look for
Let me
vulnerable
chill
women.
up.
They idolize what fucking pimps are, but they scared to put a woman out on the streets, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to play the pimp role, but then when you get with the woman, just because she got a pretty face, oh no, this one belong to me. Oh yeah, this one belong to me too. Yeah, this one belong to me too. And then you tell all of them, don't be giving my pussy away. Come on, simp. You fucking simp.
no, I
Yeah,
had a
they out
no,
here trauma bonding. They out here
no, I
trauma
had a friend.
bonding. She need a friend and he need
Come
a
on.
friend too.
No,
The
I had
fuck
a friend
going on?
that there was this dude that I knew was a habitual homosexual. I literally knew that because I knew him and I knew every single time he was with a woman, he somehow wheedled his way into living in their house. So she was
Yep.
telling me about him and she said his name and she was from out of town. Like she didn't, know people like that and stuff really. And when she said his name, I said, "What's his name?" And then she told me. I said, "Girl, that dude is a homosexual." And she was like, she said, "What you mean by?" I said, I said, "Listen, give it a week or two. He's about to ask, can he come and live with you?" I'm telling you that now. I
Oh yeah.
guarantee it. No, it didn't take a week or two. It took 3 days later. Literally,
Ain't
she
gonna
called
provide
me.
that.
She called me. I said, don't stop talking to him or anything. Just watch and learn. I'm telling you what he's about to do. I said, because
Yeah.
he does it to every female that I have, or every woman that I have known that he has talked to. And sure enough, she called me 3 days later. She said he asked her, could he move in for about a month until he move out of town with his sister in a month. I said, yeah, he's a homosexual. That's what he does.
That's
I'm
what they
telling
do.
I'm
That's
telling
what
you, I
they
was like,
do.
he's a habitual one too. I was like, yeah, if he about to find somebody else he can move in with and get and sell that same little story about moving out of town with his sister. First and foremost, you older than your sister. Why the hell are you moving out of town and living with your sister? You living with your
Right.
like you can't get right where you live in the town you live in. You got to go to another town, so you can't get right there either.
I don't tell these Negroes to get out. When you know he doing too much, man, tell him to get out and see what happens. Bitch, you know I ain't got nowhere to go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, crying his ass off. That's a simp.
Oh, I don't care nothing about that. like my like my baby dad, because my first two kids, they share a dad and then she has her own separate dad. um Both of them, I knew him in high school. One of them I dated in high school, the other one I didn't, but I knew him in high school. But so that motherfucker, we was living together and everything. That's the same one that want to wake people up at 3 a.m. and shit. That Yeah, that motherfucker, like, I only have but so much patience. So I found out I was pregnant, of course. And okay, so once he found out I was pregnant, he got into that, well, I got her now, I got her trapped mode. So he decided he was gonna do stuff like go and hang out all hours of the night, show up early in the morning. First time I told him, I was like, listen, that's not I'm not into that shit. We not about to do that.
Right.
You got someone at home. Why are you hanging out all hours of the night? Well into the morning. So okay. Then he did it the second time. And I got on my feelings. I got in my feelings about it and everything. Was upset, pregnant and all upset and stuff. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, so I just told him after the second, I said, I gave him a chance and everything because I mean I was pregnant and I'm like, we a family basically, and trying to keep it going and stuff. But I told him after this, I said, if you do it again, your shit gonna be by the door because I'm not doing this. He did it again. his shit was packed right by the door. And I sat there. I remember I was literally sitting on the couch watching Law and Order when he came in and got his shit.
Yeah, I wish I had Joe Power back in them days, but I wasn't prepared and I wasn't ready. But when I started speaking to the women elders, they told me some stories, boy, and then there was some things that I remember, like coming up, like I had like an auntie. I always called her auntie. She was my mom's best friend, and she had a sister, and they come from a big family, but when they came to the women, they were not protected. They were married. They were married. It was traditional and all that stuff. And but her husband would come home and start some mess with her while he was drunk and all the stuff. And I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget that night. I spent the night at their house across the street from the apartment, because the projects was facing the complex apartments. And I went over across the street to the projects, and just to play with the sister, you know what I'm saying, and the younger brother, because she had to watch the brother. And the wife, she went. I called her auntie, so she went to she went to get some money from my mom. My mom ordered some round table pizza for everybody to have fun and eat and stuff, and because that's what she wanted to do with the kids. Man, her husband come home. I said about 5, 6 in the morning. All you hear is a boom, 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 boom. Ah, fuck up, bitch. And it's like, oh my gosh, you fixed my food yet? And she want to say something, but she keeping it quiet and submissive. You know what I'm saying? Her face is swollen, and she making him some eggs, and she, would you like it scrambled? She ain't saying like she's scared. She said like, one day I'm gonna cut your motherfucking ass across the throat. She had that look like, you want your egg scrambled? What you want? You want toast? You want what you want? And he said up and said, yeah, make some toast and put some jelly on my toast.
Yeah,
I'm
no. I was in my 20s when that took place. And I'm not with the shit. Like, even with because when I say that he was staying out to early morning hours. But um before I had gotten pregnant, he was out and about and didn't come in until 11. He should have known the other things was gonna piss me off. But the difference was, when I was pregnant, I really was trying to keep it where we can stay together as a family. And I was trying to give him a chance. But when he did it, staying out until 11 o'clock at night, I took the key off of the key ring in the morning while he was asleep. And because I knew that if he left the house, my door was already set where it had a deadbolt where it would just automatically lock.
Yep.
So when he left to go to the store, because it was his day off, he could not get back in that house all day because he didn't have the key.
Girl.
So he should have known
Yep.
that. And he didn't give me no flack or lip or anything about that shit. Apparently he went to his sister's house talking big cash money shit, talking about he was gonna go to my job and stuff. No, show up to my job and watch to see what happens.
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
watch to see what happens. I'm gonna have your ass escorted. And how the hell you gonna get on base anyway?
That's why I have a high, huge respect for you, because if you was my mother, and I guarantee you, we would have been hella close. I'm like, I'd be a whole lot like my mom. I developed thick skin because of the two bad relationships, and I only had, I had three, but the other one was fraudulent, like for real. Like, I was so upset about the whole thing. Like, I did marry out of my race, but he didn't want to come back. He didn't want to come out here. He didn't want to come to America. I went through all that, so he lied. So it's like, cool. He was like, oh, you don't come back? Oh, we divorced. I said, yeah, well, let's divorce, because I'm not coming back. I'm not, listen, airplane prices. This may be the wrong day. The government may press a button. I may not be back where my daughter's at. I'm not, no, if you can't come out here like a freaking man, you keep telling all my coworkers, you can't, y'all speaking all y'all language, you keep telling your coworkers you can't come to America. And then the whole time you finally said you didn't want to meet my family. You don't want to be an American way. You want it the Chinese way. I was like, oh, okay, well then the marriage is off then. Forget it. They asked me, did I want to finalize the marriage from America and get the papers and stuff going? I was like, nope. I did the dissolution, defamation, and it was in 90 days. It was cleared. We are not. I have no ties. I don't have to go to no damn consulate. No nothing. Divorce. And I was cool. And then that's when I got my son's father. I was like, not only he working, you know what I'm saying? This man making money. So I make money. I work for a biotech company. He worked as a welder. And he got at me. And I thought it was so cool. I thought it was so cute. Like, he a nerd? Are you a nerd? Like he wore glasses. But then all that stuff was all for show. He was the man. All that he was a counterfeit too.
Girl,
And all that.
that's what I be telling people. I'll just be sitting there. I'll be like, listen, like, don't be listening to these motherfuckers that be saying, oh, y'all just bypass the educated lanes, and that's what they would consider an educated lane and stuff.
Right.
No, they
Yeah.
are horrible too. Like
Horrible.
they.
Horrible.
As a matter of fact, I consider them worse than a Pookie and Ray Ray because they can hide it for a long time.
Because I won't date no Pookie and Ray Ray. I'm telling you. When I
Right.
first when me being a square, they always said they always want the bad guys. They want the one from the street. Who
No,
who who the fuck do? The ones that I know, we never liked them.
no.
Actually, we laugh at them. They be like, bitch, you wish you
Yeah,
had a
what
man
the
like
hell
me.
to do with a dude that's out in the street hanging out with his homeboys more than he hang out with his woman sitting there fighting over street corners and shit? What the hell I
Shoot
look
dice
like
and
wanting a
shit.
man like that?
The fuck we want someone who shoot dice and shit. Like that ain't no. What kind of life is that? And you gonna go to jail anyway. So why the fuck do we want to mess with you?
And that's
I
how
got
you
big brains.
and
So
that's
man,
how you know the ones that say that, oh well, they just go for the Pookies and Ray Rays and they don't go for the educated lanes. That's how you know that they only around certain particular women and they can't even get any type of access to different women that don't
mm-mm.
deal with Pookies and Ray Rays. Because the ones us that don't deal with Pookies and Ray Rays, we fucking know. And if in the educated lanes that be saying that, we know damn well that they just as trash as the Pookie and Ray Rays. They are.
Yeah.
I would honestly say that they're very narcissistic.
Oh yeah.
They're very narcissistic.
I just learned that. Like for real. Like I didn't even know. I just knew that both Damon and Cleveland, both of them went to school, high school, graduated out of high school, went to college. Damon got a bachelor's degree and then got himself in some damn trouble with the goddamn law because he was trying to take care. At that time, I didn't know his wife, who didn't have any children yet. I think that's. I don't know. I don't know. He's Nick Cannon to me. It's backwards. It's supposed to be he acting like Nick Cannon. Nah, he did just way before Nick Cannon.
Yeah, they the fucking worst. Like
For real.
they're absolute worst. Like my daughter's father, he would be classified as an educated lane. Like he went to college and everything. You know, he was working. He actually was working two jobs. He interned with the government. All he was doing all that shit, and then but he was a lousy man. Like he was a horrible man. He was a cheater. All this other stuff, and I didn't. And the crazy thing is, when I say they think people are lying, saying, "Oh, there's red flags and stuff." When you're a woman that's trying to literally have that trust in your man, and you don't want to go looking through his phone because you don't want to break that trust, you don't want to do all those things.
Right.
Sometimes you don't find out about a lot of things until it's too late. And with me, I found out when it was too late. When I got pregnant, that's when he decided he wanted to pull that mask off and decided he wanted to go ahead and go out, stay out all hours until early morning hours and stuff. Then he wanted to turn around and he probably was cheating the whole time, but I
Yeah.
didn't find out until after I was officially done with him at that point. So when I found out about it, he was cheating on me. He was cheating on me with a white girl, and his karma actually came to bite him in the ass for how he apparently was treating women throughout his life, because even with his educated lame ass, he still after being with that white girl and they got into a huge argument slash fight, she then turned around and accused him of rape, and now he's in prison.
Oh boy. See.
And he's in prison away from, because he has two daughters. He has a daughter from when he was younger. His daughter is like 13 years old at this point. My daughter is 7. So he has two daughters, and he just, yeah, he doesn't, he can't physically fully be a father to her. But with him, even with him being in prison, he still will write her, send her cards. He still will send me money to buy her things, gifts and clothes and shoes and different things like that. He still will want like video visits set up, so he can continue to, I guess, have whatever type of bond they have, because for some reason, even though he's been locked up, they have a freaking bond, and I don't get it, but they have a bond. But it's
Well,
like,
tried as a mom. I know my son's father. I'm not. I'm never. I'm not. We are, a lot of women are at that stage now. Like, nah, you narcissistic. You try to make me miscarry the baby. You did shit to me, and I don't be understanding why people will sit there and say, "Well, you should let your child be in the father's wife." Fuck you. You don't fucking know.
yeah, with him, I mean, he, I guess, can be in her life the best way he can, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, he did it to himself, and I literally put the full responsibility on her. I mean, I went to the trials. I went to the trial. Like, there was a
Yeah.
lot of inconsistent stuff that was going on her side and everything. She was being caught up in a lot of lies. She had a panic attack on the stand, being caught up in a lie.
Oh,
And
that's how they
then
do it.
literally they went to recess, and when we were leaving, she was there with her family at the elevator with a big ass grin on her face. Like, this girl is straight up manipulative, but I don't, I mean, he did it to himself. That's all I can say. You did it to yourself. And so I'm
Mhm.
not about to let him off the hook, because I feel like if you weren't out here just being on some sick, disgusting, trifling ass shit, then you would be out to be able to be a real father like you're supposed to your children. But he can't do that, and he did that. And he still tries to be narcissistic in a way. So I really don't talk to him at all. Even when it involves our daughter, I don't like to talk to him, because he'll try to turn it to other stuff involving a non-existent relationship and all this other bullshit.
That's
And I'm
what
like,
they do.
dude, yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't want to be with your motherfucking ass. Like, motherfucker, I put you out and was done with you before you even went to jail. So
That's
it's
what
just
they do.
like, what the hell I look like being with you when you in prison now? What the hell can you do for me? You can't do shit for me. So this motherfucker, he would be on that bullshit, and I just don't have time for it. So now, he's cut off when it comes to even discussing anything with me. If you got any
Right.
questions for your daughter Ariana, talk to Ariana, because I have nothing to say to you.
Right.
And then
Eh,
this motherfucker, had the mitigated gall to try to talk hella shit over the phone. This is after he sent some money to hold for me involving a lawyer or something. This motherfucker he literally was on the phone like he had so much power, just disrespecting me, talking hella shit and all this other shit. So I don't give a fuck. Like he, like Goldmine was talking about how that girl was robbing that dude. I took that $600 and spent it on my daughter,
uh,
and then when he
oh,
fucked,
you sound like what I did when my daughter's father was in jail. He was in jail for domestic violence, and he apologized to me, and then his unemployment checks was coming, and he had another job that I didn't report, and he worked for his auntie. It was a restaurant called Big Mama's Kitchen, and he was hired with family. They put him in, and he after that domestic violence and doing stuff to me, I had to get my X-ray on my face and stuff. Well, it turns out the money that was coming in, the unemployment checks that was coming in, he said, I want you to cash it. I want you to cash it, but keep it because when I get out, I'm gonna need that money. Well, I think it was like maybe the third week because he had 6 weeks to be in there, and he had 6 weeks left. He was in prison for 3 months for this. All right, on the 6 weeks left, this man gonna call me and tell me, uh, do you how do you have my money? I said, can you ask? how your daughter's doing. At least ask how your daughter's doing. I'm not doing anything to your money. I did what you told me to do. And I ain't ask you all that. You see what I'm saying? You gotta check bras. He talking to somebody on the other side. You gotta check these bras and stuff because they be getting out of line. And I'm sitting here like, I'm what? I'm getting out of line. What are you talking about? He said, you raise your damn voice at me. I said, I'm not. I want to know why you saying all this and why you put me on blast in front of your friends up in the prison.
No.
And
So
he was,
no, what's crazy is this is how the shit came about. So this motherfucker, you're on the phone with your daughter. I'm sitting there watching TV, not paying your goofy ass no type of mind on that phone. So he had Ariana bring me the phone. And I was like, what's up? And then he literally got the snapping on me, thinking that there was a man in my house as if he is my man. Dude, you are not my man and you weren't my man before you went to jail. So even if I had a man in the house, it's not your fucking business. But he got the snapping on me. That motherfucker told me he hope I get AIDS and die.
mine told me he hope a huge truck hit me and he'll smell at my funeral.
Yeah, he said he hope I get AIDS and die because the TV was playing and he thought it was a man in the background. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I took that motherfucking $600 and I spent it on my daughter, and I bought some stuff for my other kids too. And then I didn't answer the phone calls for him for months. For months, I was like, no, you're gonna keep fucking disrespecting me, and I am the reason why you have contact with your daughter, motherfucker. Fuck you. So and then to make it so bad, you sit there and say some real cruel, fucked up shit to me when there wasn't even a man in the house. But even if there was, it's still not your business. But it's crazy because there really wasn't a man in the house. It was literally the TV. But you come at me reckless because you mad because you sitting up in prison. You mad because I don't want to be with you. And then you think because I moved on and all this other shit, you want to sit there and say, you hope I get AIDS and die. The mother of your child. So yeah, I took that motherfucking money, and when I finally decided to answer the phone for him, he meant after he was like, "Please, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry I talked to you like that. I just want to talk to my daughter. I'll never talk to you like that again. I was just very angry. I don't give a fuck about you being angry. That ain't no motherfucking excuse." So then after that, he was like he asked about the money. I said, oh, that's $600. I took that and spent it on Ariana, and I bought some stuff for my other kids too. He left that shit. He was like, "Oh, well, okay, yeah, yeah, get this." I don't got time for that shit.
Wait for day. Hey, I spent 900 of my my daughter's father 1,600. He had almost 2,000. He said, "You got all the money? You got it all cashed out?" I said, "Yeah, I did, but I already took 900 because he tried to disrespect me." He said in front of all his friends, and I needed the bills paid. And, you hiding in my house to get off of parole so you can get that job back. You got a boss that got your back. You gonna get this job back because you sat there and you put hands on me and I didn't do nothing to you. But this is my apartment. I think it bothers dudes like that because this is her place and not his, right? And I think that's what the big issue was. It's like, dude, I'm not even trying to be back with this guy because you almost killed me before I had my daughter, and now I bring you back in because like a guy freaking now I can say it, not freaking mammy. I'm thinking we could be cool, we could be friends, you could be in your daughter's life. I think it's fair and all of this shit, and you weren't even thinking about your daughter the whole goddamn time.
Yeah, that motherfucker, like, and again, I stand by it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Motherfucking educated lanes is some of the worst motherfuckers you could ever be with. Cause that motherfucker, he's still talking about when he get out that we gonna be together. I was like, we're not gonna be together. Like, dude, don't come around my fucking house talking about we gonna be together. You ain't even gonna know where I live, first and foremost. Meeting spots can be set up at a police station so you can be able to see your daughter and all this other stuff, and we'll leave it at that. And she can go with you for the amount of time that she go with you, and then we meet up again so I can get her back and all this other stuff. This motherfucker talking about some we gonna be together, and if I'm with somebody else, he gonna run the dude off, and he gonna do this and he gonna do that to the dude, and I'm just like, dude, nobody's just gonna let you come and just beat their ass or pistol whip them or
I
anything.
hate
Nobody's
when
gonna
they
let you
say
do that.
stuff like that. I hate when they say stuff like that.
I'm
I
like,
do.
and dude, when you get out, like, I mean, for you,
But
and I'm thinking now that I think about it, dude, for you to be an educated lame, you got to be dumb as fuck. You really think you're gonna be able to have access to a weapon after you get out? You just saying
Right.
some shit at this point.
Well,
Just sit there and just be on some bullshit. That's some stalker weird ass shit. And like I told him, I said okay, and that's fine. And then we're gonna jump your ass.
well, my daughter father was a straight simp ass wimp because what he did was he sat there and he said you did what? I said I spent 900. Ain't nobody told you to spend my motherfucking money. I need all that money. He said how much is left? I said about 1,100. Bring the rest of my motherfucking money. I says oh wow. I'm not coming up there until you calm it down because you didn't help contribute nothing. You've been in my house for 3 months and didn't give your daughter or me nothing like that. And I was just saying that he said I said okay fine. I said what I'm gonna do is I'll mail you your money to Tracy. I'll mail you straight. I'm gonna send it straight to Tracy. Here you go. No, no, no. Just remember my money. I said I gotta get my car. I gotta get the car fixed. Just like that. Knowing I ain't gotta get no car fixed. I didn't want to see him. I was scared to see him.
Yeah, no. When he was in my house, he was paying the rent. He was paying because I was actually in a townhouse, so I didn't have to pay for the water. But um, he was paying the rent. He was paying the electricity, and I paid for the groceries. That's the only thing I paid for was the groceries. And of course, at that time because I had two kids already, I was taking care of my kids, and he was contributing to taking care of my kids and stuff. But I did, of course, most of the taking care of my kids. But no, he paid the
You
rent.
had a good
He paid.
woman. See, your ex messed up with you. He had a
Oh,
he,
he know that.
he had a good woman. You know,
He know that.
my daughter's father messed up with me because he just couldn't control his temper, and he learned that he have issues with all the women he get with. It don't even fucking matter.
Yeah, he already says what he lost, and I just don't give a fuck. The excuses of I was young minded, I don't give a fuck. I don't. I really don't. You could stay young minded because when you get out, we still not gonna be together. I don't care. Like that's bullshit. And even when we broke up and stuff, like even when he was still with the white girl, because he went to the white girl. So even when he was with the white girl, if I wanted something to eat while I was pregnant, he gonna bring me something to eat. If I wanted money towards some bills, he was bringing the money. And what he did was he made her literally park that car around the corner away from my house, and he walked to my house. She's not allowed to park the car in the front of my house. She's not allowed to park it in the parking lot. He showed up to my house one time in her car. Because he had a car, but he showed up in her car. I motherfucking snapped so motherfucking hard. I said, if you don't get that shit out of my parking lot, I'm gonna throw a brick through the car window with you in the car. Oh, she gone. Everybody gone. I'm about to hop down.